Okay, before you really look at this image, you have to remember Pokemon TCG Live does not exist in Japan. Okay? You have to remember Pokemon TCG Live does not exist in Japan. So after one day of Chaos Rising, yes, Mega Greninja is doing things. But what you have to remember is that, no, this is what Mega Greninja is going to look like in Japan. What you have to remember is that Special Red Card is going to be very good, but if you prize your Neo Upper Energy, you pretty much lose. So you have to remember, you can't prize your Neo Upper if you're playing Greninja, and especially with Dragapult. And Oliver, welcome in. And yes, I'm sorry that it's not in dark mode from Limitless. This is from Pokémon. So this is the first, Mega Greninja Dragapult list that has appeared from Japan. It's exactly what I said it was going to be. You play Neo Upper. The only thing that surprised me is the Terra Greninja. So remember, Terra Greninja for a single water knocks out Fez and Meowth. And yeah, never let me know. I don't have a skill issue. So that's just kind of what it is. Personally, I mean, I hate Dragapult so much that I'm probably going to switch over to the Starmie build. Right, the Starmie build just seems better, right? Because you can attack with Starmie early. Maybe you want to play it with Frostlass or something as well. But Starmie just seems better. I know it's less card draw because Dracloak obviously gets you a bunch of cards every turn. And Martin Labia, okay. Wait, have your kids? No, other way around, other way around. So just, yeah, 2 Badoo, and then we got the Patrat. So there's no special red card there, but there's Surfing Beach. So remember, Greninja has to be in the active for you to discard an energy from your hand to put 6 damage counter somewhere. And you may just be noticing that there's no way to recover your energy here other than Night Stretcher. So that's a little concerning. Like, you look at the other list. How do you get back your lost energy? It's like you have 2 Night Stretcher and that's it. So there's no energy retrieval. There's no energy recycler. There's no Lana's Aid. And never going down. Yeah, we're talking about the YouTube audience now. Yeah, we're feeling saucy. You just like to be wined and dined first? How about thrusted and busted? How about that? So yeah, the Terra Greninja is the surprising part about all of this. And I will have a video up. I might wait a week just because I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. Because, this deck won a tournament in Japan. It's probably like a 4-person tournament. But this is a thing that exists in Japan. So remember, I think the Xerneas is 30 times. I believe it's 30 times the amount of energy, psychic energy attached to all your Pokemon. So you use Grumpig, you devolve it with Strange Dime Piece, and then you just re-evolve it. So, like, it's a thing. It's a thing that exists. Yeah, the Grumpig, I can show you that on TCG Live because that's already out. But it's the only real way to make it work. But, yeah, so Grumpig, once you evolve into Grumpig, accelerate all energy, all basic energy in the top 4. Strange Timepiece devolves it so you can reuse it. So it is a way to maybe make this work. Same with the Deoxys, which is if there's 5 energy on it. And Lady Sif, thank you. Yeah, no Dragapult. So then, yeah, you just, the Deoxys is a 120 snipe. But that is not what I'm surprised about. I am surprised that Gourgeist is doing something. I am very surprised that Gourgeist is putting up numbers. So for 1 Psychic, it does, I think it's 30 base plus 50 for each of your bench Pokemon. The problem with Absol is that it requires too much energy, and the energy is too different. So, I mean, maybe someone will make it work, but without Turbo Energize, even with Crispin, it still doesn't really work. But we'll see. So yeah, this was surprising because Gourgeist is just a worse Aggron. So I can show you the Aggron because that's already out. So Gourgeist is a stage 1, but it's an EX, and it does 30 plus 50 for each damage counter, or for each Pokemon on your bench with a damage counter. So that tops out at 280. Aggron can get it up, or that tops out at 280. This one can get it up even further, and it has access to Brave Bangle. So I'm not sure if Gourgeist is better, and if it is, why aren't we playing Aggron? So yeah, we'll kick things off with that Toxtricity deck. Don't worry about it. True. Yes, Gourgeist does have access, because what you don't remember is that Telepathic Psychic Energy can put Monkey Dory on the bench. So you use the Frostlass build to put damage on your Monkey Dory. And Huge Beard Guy, damn straight. That's the fourth deck we're playing today. That's number 4 today. It's Toxtricity, it's Brambleghast, it's Chien-Pao Baxcalibur, and then last place is Arbok. Oh my god, what a great start to the stream. What a great start to the day. And never gonna let you down. Perk up your ears for a second, because I may be doing Sprigatito on Monday or Tuesday. And Huge Beard Guy, I enjoy doing it in front of all of you too. How are we in the 1300s and we're still facing Dragapult? So I may play Sprigatito on Monday or Tuesday just because I don't know how the video schedule is going to go. So it's just a kind of wait and see situation here. All right, what am I playing? Yeah, do we have an energy? All right, well, let's just get all the evolutions. All right, so let's make sure that we have Scovillain and an Electric. All right, so we're good. And then we go Buddy-Buddy Poffin for Capsakid and Tynamo. And oh man, what do I do here? I guess what I do is Evolvify the Scovillain and the Tynamo, because I don't currently have an attack next turn anyway. So the whole point of this deck is that you're not supposed to start Fezandipiti. And Sif, they paid me. There's a difference. Pressured and paid me are two different things. But they paid me. They gave me money. I can be bribed to do just about anything. And they paid me money to play Sprigatito, and I ain't even mad about it. Oh my god. Are you free? I'm thinking, oh, you know, hey, they started a Dragapult or a Dreepy, that's fine. We'll be okay. They did nothing. And then they'll get a basic energy, doesn't matter which one. God, at least Luminous Energy is going to be going very soon. And there's the Hawlucha. Oh my god. Luminous and Hawlucha are just about to leave the format, so you know that'll be nice. My goodness. All right, so I have to go Arven for, I don't even know. They took a knockout, so we do get to use the Fez at least. But that's about it. Okay, we got the Tox. That's fine. I need a way to get the energy in the discard pile, though, and I don't know if I can do that. So let's see if Past Pilot made a smart decision. Past Pilot did make a smart decision. We have Brave Bangle and Earthen Vessel, so I can attack this turn. The problem is it's not going to be a very good attack. The good news is I can attack. The bad news is it's not going to be very good. All right, that's fine. Not good, but it's fine. So I can go get another Toxel, which is all right. They are about to take a 3-prize turn, which is less all right. You know, just an easy 3-prize turn from our opponent. All right, so I got to put a Poké Pad for Toxel. And yeah, just a Loud Mix for 200. So for those of you who don't know, Loud Mix is 50 plus 30 for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. So you play the new Carbink, so you play the old Scovillain that's rotating. So you get a Grass and a Fire, and Carbink is fighting Psychic. And I also have Iron Treads, which is fighting Metal. And yeah, we got to play Sprigatito with the things. But yeah, so I was looking at the schedule for videos. And Saturday is Rogue Deck, Sunday is Mega Lucario, Monday, Tuesday, I think will be like my last 2 streams before Perfect Order, potentially. I'll probably try to sneak one in there. But then I have, like, you know, the free deck, the 2 free decks on the Battle Pass, the 8 free decks for all of 2026. I also want to do upgrade videos for the free decks. I want to do the top 10 decks post-rotation. I want to do 10 fun decks post-rotation. So it's a lot. You're going to be able to watch the whole thing. Yeah, it's Rainbow Road Xerneas, but in a world where everyone's playing Dragapult. Okay, so I have Town Store. We have to go up with the... I mean, I guess I just go up with the Scovillain because the Electric's probably about to get knocked out. Actually, I don't think it matters. I was gonna... And then we top deck our freaking Air Balloon. All right, so we go Ursaluna, Town Store. I do, unfortunately, need to find a Toxtricity, which is not guaranteed here. And, oh no, I can just attack with Ursaluna, right? So I guess I just, I chicken out a little bit. I guess I should chicken out a little bit here. No, because it has a 1 attack cost, right? So I can attach to the Toxel and still be okay. Super Smash Card, you'll find out on Sunday. Make sure you're subscribed to Trust Your Pilot Pokemon on, oh, what the crap. Okay, well, we didn't get it, so that's fine. That's unfortunate, and I also don't have an Air Balloon for my bear, so we're going to need that for next turn. But I was looking at the list again, and it's really bad. Like, the list is really good. I guess I should preface that. The list is very, very good, but it comes out on the same day as Chaos Rising. There are no cards from Ascended Heroes, Perfect Order, or Chaos Rising, but it comes out on the same day as Chaos Rising. So it comes out in basically the middle of 2026. Bear Balloon. Yeah, I need Bear Balloon. So it comes out in the middle of 2026. Yet we have zero 2026 cards in it. You know, and yeah, oh, sorry. If you haven't seen the pre-release kits, I posted the link on the Discord to the subreddit. There's also lists everywhere. The Superior kit has become much, much worse. So back in the old times of about a week ago, I thought Superior would be the best. Okay. I completely thought that Superior was going to... Oh my god, they already have everything. Alright, as long as that last card in their hand isn't an energy. But yeah, Superior sucks. It has no Poké Pad. It does have Forest of Vitality, but no Poké Pad is kind of... Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So we go for Bear Balloon here. And then, I guess, yeah, just Legacy Energy on this guy. PAL Pad this one. Go for, yeah, we have to go for the Toxtricity. And fun fact, I played this in a test game the other day. Guess what happened? I prized all 3 Toxtricity. Isn't that cool? I play a 4-3 line. And I played the deck, and I prized all 3 of them. Isn't that fun? Aren't you just so stoked about all that? I probably should have checked the deck to see if I have the thingy thing, but whatever. It's too late now. Yeah, I definitely probably should have checked the deck to see if Trust Your Pilot has a counter catcher, because that would have made a lot more sense. Yeah, exactly. I prized all 3. And, like, I'm building the road decks, and I have Greedent in there, and you only play a 2-2 Greedent line in the Japanese version that did pretty well. And I'm like, yeah, I can't play a 2-2 line of Greedent when I just prized all 3 Toxtricity. And no, I conceded immediately. And if you notice an uptick in the viewership on YouTube today, in, like, any... Okay, that's fine. They're bringing up the Electric. That's fine. I kind of figured. And then they just take the knockout with Jet Headbutt. Oh, they aren't taking the knockout with Jet Headbutt. That's very bad. I was thinking about potentially attaching that energy to the Electric, but I didn't think there was any, and we did have the counter catcher. But I didn't think there was any chance in the world they'd have bosses as their second to last card in hand. And then, of course, they had bosses as their second to last card in hand. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so fun? All right, so, yeah, we're going to be able to Arven for the thing next turn anyway, so let's go. Yeah, let's Dynamotor. Let's Motorboat this guy, I guess, and then Ultra Ball away the Shaymin and the Busted Booster. Go get the Bankster, and that was just to thin my deck, and then we go end turn. So I have Counter Catcher Knockout next turn. And then I can do pretty much whatever I want. And perfect. That's not even a good pun. That's not even a good pun. Hey, yeah, so to get back to what I was saying about the pre-release kits, the superior one, unfortunately, doesn't come with Poké Pad. The Tyrantrum one has 4 Poké Pad. So, yeah, very fair and balanced. Very, very fair and balanced kits that make total sense. So yeah, Doublade is by far the best because I think it comes with a 442 line. I thought it'd be a 222 line, but it's a 442 with 4 ignition and like 3 or 4 Klefki. So that is insane. That is an insane 40 card deck. What was I saying about the YouTube uptick? Oh, yeah, thank you. I posted a community post on the main channel. Yeah, Superior is not the Superior pre-release deck. So I put a community post on the main channel, so we might see more people today on the YouTube side, just some looky-loos. What sucks about Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, what sucks about wasting my counter catcher there is that I can't really knock out this Hawlucha because then it activates counter catcher. But I guess it doesn't really matter if I activate counter catcher because they can't win. Oh, actually, no, they can win because they would bring up Stoville and then knock out Electric. FM Boss? Well, it creates awareness at the very... What the hell? Wait, they had a turn 2 Dragapult Luminous. They had a turn 2 Phantom Dive, and they're playing a Charizard version of the What? What? How is that even possible? And remember, a lot of decks are going to play this simply because they can use them to counter Meowth X. Yeah, now I don't know what to do. I really don't. I mean, I guess I just have to take the knockout and believe in the heart of the cards, right? So we go Artisan. And what do we got? I have Carbank. I have a whole bunch of things. We don't have any more Gust. And Kilometers, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. I mean, I just have to take the knockout and believe. That's where we're at right now. All right, Loud Mix, take the knockout. They're going to be able to draw a bajillion cards this turn. Probably find Dragapult and Charizard, get everything set up. And Krubix, thank you for the sub as well. Yeah, they heard Trust Your Pilot praising them, and they decided we can't have that, and they had to make it really bad. Yeah, 18 months of giving me money. And, oh, Krubix, you subscribed for 3 months in advance. Oh, that's a terrible idea, because we're about to run a community train all over you. Oh, you've made a terrible mistake subscribing for 3 months in advance, because I could stop streaming at any point. And then what would you do? Then what would you do? Refund it because I don't stream anymore? Well, you're not allowed to do that. Your money's mine. Acerola is Mischief. But yeah, Krubix, thank you. Here we go. Rare Candy Zard. And I don't have any more Gust. Yeah, so Sprigatito will probably be Monday or Tuesday just because I don't want to... Oh my god, they have everything. I unfortunately cannot take the knockout. And, oh, that's the one that's in the deck. Maybe they prized all their fire. Maybe the last 2 prizes are their last 2 fire. Of course not. Okay. Is there any shot that I can win this game now? I guess if I hit into them with Electric, and they have counter catcher for game. Of course. See, remember what I told you? That they would have everything? Remember when I said that they would have everything this turn? Oh my god. Yeah, Gerald of Rivia heard that someone's running a train and had to show up. All right, well, we don't have any wins today yet. But don't worry, the headliner of today's stream is going to be Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. We will be officially saying goodbye to the one and literally only Baxcalibur in Standard, which is crazy to say out loud that we're going to have 4 Metagross in Standard at the same time, and we're going to have 0 Baxcalibur. We've had 1 Baxcalibur in the entirety of the Pokemon trading card game. We're going to have 4 Standard Lethal Metagross. Yeah, and about 12 Charcadet. And if you're wondering, yes, PDCGL is having massive issues since that last update. How many? When was it? Let me just double check the forum. So yeah, ever since the update from a few weeks ago, it has been sucking a huge butt. And Ryusham, that is true, but it's not going to come out until September, August, September at the earliest. Which is just not cool. And Lomed, Superior is still good. You just have to hope that you pull, you know, a bunch of, if you can pull Poké Pad from the packs, getting Poké Pad from the packs will be huge. What the hell are we facing? Wait, are they? No, there's no way. There's no way they're playing my... There's no way. Yeah, just hope you get Poké Pad from your 4 packs in the kit, or that you just get more Snivy or Servine, because the deck is really good as long as you can get it up. But Doublade is the best. I think if you go for Doublade, you're absolutely cracked like a butt. All right, so we have Scovillain, we have Electric. I think I go for Toxel and Capsakid. I Arven for Poffin and TM Evolution. Stuns and Apples? Does that mean I'm about to lose? Does that mean Trust Your Pilot's about to lose a game for the first time in the history of his life? All right, well, actually, I think what I do is retreat into a Toxel, attach the energy, because I know they're not taking a knockout. They are for sure not taking a knockout this turn. And then we guarantee ourselves all of our dudes. And, you know, I didn't necessarily need to put that second Dynamo thinking about it, but that's fine. And when's the last time I bought cards in real life? 2019. I think 2019 was the last pre-release I went to, and that's the last time I bought cards, and that's the last time I had my sanity. Titty. FM boss, not if I wear goggles that obscure their faces and ages. And if you didn't see the news today, it is officially official. Medicham is going to be banned and expanded. And I'll talk about that in a second. We gotta sauce them up like a gardener. All right, so if I have an earthen vessel, I guess we go get it. So let's go and get Toxtricity and Carbank. I have an earthen vessel, so we're definitely going to be doing the thing this turn. But I do believe I lose this game. Seems like that's a safe bet here that I'm probably about to lose this game. Because they're playing Thwacky Diplin D's nuts. All right, actually, I probably should have chucked away the Psyduck, whatever. Hey, I'm capable of making good decisions every once in a while. All right, let's go Carbank, and then, see, look at that. We're doing 230, and I could be doing a little bit more. I don't play Area Zero just because that's a little bit too much. Yeah, I love when they ban cards in a format that they don't even support. So let's embiggen this. So yeah, Standard won't have any bans. It rarely does. So Medicham V is being banned because Yoga Loop allows you to take multiple turns. So if you, oh god. Clown Burglar writes sins, not writes tragedies, not jokes. I write sins, not, I'm trying to make a Panic at the Disco joke because that's the kind of terrible thing that Clown Burglar would do. So yeah, Medicham V is banned because it lets you take extra turns. Because, you know, Dialga GX and they're not banning Regidrago V-Star because that's not bad for the game at all. right? Why ban Regigigas V-Star when you can ban everything else? All right, so, and then we just top deck the Air Balloon, absolutely get wrecked, get thrusted and busted by the pilot. Yeah, like, ban double Dragon Energy. Don't ban well, I mean, I understand banning Medicham V because it creates too many broken combos, but, like, still, come on. Hey, just because you paid for 3 months in advance doesn't mean you get good jokes, okay? I'm trying to make, like, a crucifix joke based on your name, but I can't think of one. All right, so they're going to blow me. That's totally fine. You want to knock out my Dynamo? Go for it. And Gabagool, what is... It's, oh my god, they couldn't even take a knockout. They couldn't even knock out my Dynamo. Rubik's Cube? Rubik's Cubes hurt my brain. We don't do those here. All right, well, we beat off Festival Grounds deck, and we prized all of our supporters doing it. So that just goes to show you how strong this deck is. This deck is absolutely cracked. I'm surprised they haven't conceded yet, though, right? And I'm starting to think the YouTube audience wasn't buffed by my community. Did you just... You can't close the app, okay? You can't just close the app. You have to hit concede. Closing the app... PDCGL is not smart enough to know that you closed the app. You can't just close the app. You have to hit concede. Oh my god. PDCGL, such a great game, right? Okay, people need to understand, closing the app does not concede. It leaves your opponent held hostage. Like, and like PDCGL's having enough issues, but they just rage quit and I get punished for it. You know, I get punished for them rage quitting and PDCGL not being smart enough. And the Okie Dokie bundle, no, it's, don't you know, it's to upgrade the free Mega Lucario deck. Don't you know you're supposed to spend your 200 trainer points on it so you can upgrade the Mega Lucario deck, so you can replace Squawkabilly with Okie Dokie. Everyone knows that. Geez, what do you mean this is a... What do you mean this is a bad value? Where is it? What do you mean? 150 trainer points. It's even, the price is even better. You know, you use Okie Dokie replaces Squawkabilly, Hilda and Salvatore. Those obviously will replace Research and Iono, and Petrol replaces Nest Ball. Geez, obviously, and they're reverse holo. You know what? I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, just to show you. They care about us. They care about us so much that I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna buy the rotation bundle as well. I'm gonna buy the chalked up victory pants because I'm caked up. You know, I'm gonna buy the jacket too because I enjoy jacking it in front of people. Actually, let's wear those. And you know what? I'm gonna buy the Fennel bundle. Yeah. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Yeah, I'm buying the Fennel bundle. Boom. We're going. Wow, that's actually a lot of points. And then we got the old energy. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Are you embarrassed now? This is a terrible deal. I'm not buying that. That's a horrible deal. All right, so let's so remember, you can't search. So I have to jacket. Is a jacket a top? Because I'm a bottom. All right, so as you can ask for the win. All right, so where's chalked up? That's chalked up. Not the Fennel bundle. All right, so what is it? It's pants and shoes, and we have to be chalked up. No, I can't wear the shoes. That's not allowed. So where's the chalked up? Remember, you can't manually search for anything in PDCGL because that would make too much sense. You know, where is this chalked up, or these are chalked up, baby? All right, but yeah, we can't wear those shoes. That'd be a travesty, right? Because those shoes don't show the feet. Yeah, they're shoes. Jeez. All right, there we go. We're all caked up. When's my next date with For the Win? We don't call them dates. We call them encounters. You know, we call them encounters. Yeah, I just ate a whole bottle of ketchup. Fun fact, when I was a child, back in the 1969, when TV was black and white, like the Pokemon game, I was bet by someone, I think $50, to eat a whole bottle of ketchup because I liked ketchup as a child. And turns out ketchup on its own, you can't really eat it. Turns out I got like 2 spoonfuls in and I was like, yeah, this is, you cannot eat ketchup on its own. So that's a core memory. We almost started Fezandipiti again 2 out of 3 games. So that's another core memory that makes me geo-bust. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, back in my day, TV was in black and white. Back in my day, you had to go to another channel to find out what was on the other channels. There was none of this PVRs. You know, you had to sit through commercials. There was no fast forwarding. You know, back in my day, we had a channel to tell us what was on other channels, and you couldn't control the speed it went. You had to, if you wanted to see something on channel 15, and when you turned it to the channel, is it channel 16? You had to wait to go through all the 100 channels to get back to channel 15 to see what was on channel 15, or you had to read the newspaper. And you kids these days with your Tic Tacs and your Skibbity Riz and your Unk bods. And Zedman, thank you. Yeah, we had something called a TV guide. Oh my god. Gulag Trainer's not even here. Hello, you don't sound that old. It's a voice changer. You know, it's about once a week, fun fact, about once a week I get a comment on the YouTube saying I have an AI voice. Like, I know I don't have the most, what's the word, explosive? Well, I do explode in my pants. I don't have the most explosive voice, the most emotive. You know, I'm not a Fortnite character, but like, you know, back in, oh my god, we prized everything. Yeah, like back in my day, AI wasn't a thing. All right, well, I mean, they're not here, so why bother? And thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is very AI, you know. Back in my day, people just called me monotone, and now it's your AI. Imagine going from, you know, back when I was oh my god, you sucked so hard. All right, I mean, yeah, we'll just end turn because they're not even here. Thrustin' and bustin'. Yeah, I'm the most advanced AI of 2022. I make myself deck out. So, you know, to be fair, I think maybe for this opponent, it's just PDCGL being PDCGL because there's a decent chance the game is just kind of broken right now. Because a lot of people have been having a lot of issues because it's the circle of live. All right, let me check to see how many people are watching on the YouTubes. How do I know they're not there? Because they're not doing anything. Hey, I have 69 views on my YouTube stream. That's pretty good. Yeah, be more loud. Be more loud. And yeah, the circle of live. Yeah, I need to have thumbnails and stuff with the funny face and do all that fun stuff. All right, can we get an Arven or something and just win the game? All right. Sure, let's get that out of there. I mean, I guess if I Lilies, there's a chance we get both cards. No, because an Arven wins me the game. I get Poké Pad and Air Balloon, then we don't have to sit through all this crap. Zonzo, actually, you don't even need YouTube Premium to watch me without ads on YouTube because I'm not monetized yet. So if you go watch me on YouTube, guess what? There's 0 ads. When's the VTuber model? I mean, hey, maybe if I do like a sub goal for a PNG or something, and it'll be like a talking foot, like a foot with a mouth. And Gardus, you will find out in 1 week. TQ, hey, that's breaking the matrix. And I'll be making a fist my bump joke in the YouTube video. Don't I get more money from Twitch? No, I make, it's like, it's 5 or 6 times more on YouTube. Is how much I get. All right, we'll play one more game with this deck just to see if we can get something viable because everyone's just leaving. But in terms of streams, yes, I get more from Twitch because I'm not monetized on YouTube. But in terms of the money that gets paid to me, I make a lot more on YouTube. But yeah, Gardus, you got to watch Project Hail Mary. When you watch Project Hail Mary next week, it'll be one of the biggest movies of the year. You will understand what fist my bump means. Are they here? Please tell me you're here. I don't think they're here. Is this the 3rd opponent in a row? Like, do I have to restart? Because I think it was the other day where I queued up and I waited 3 minutes and didn't get into a game. Ooh, this is a terrible matchup. No, fist my bump. When you watch Project Hail Mary next week, you will get the reference. And Annoying Orange, did the rapture happen? There hasn't been a new BioShock game in like 15 years. Don't remind me that we haven't had a new BioShock game in forever. Well, I think this just goes to show you that, you know, I could play this with Area 0 and have just every type, but there's not enough types. Right? There's what, 8 types in the Pokemon trading card game? That's not enough. And I think I Poké Pad for a Toxel just to have it. But you look at this, it's 50 plus 30 for each type. So if there's 8 types, you can only do 290, right? It's a maximum of 290 on this thing. Oh, this is a terrible hand. All right, so let's go Capsicid. I don't remember if we have the thingy thing. And then I go Legacy Energy on my dude here. I'm not going to give them Town Store because Town Store is really bad. Town Store is really bad for me. There we go. So we're fully set up. And Sonny, what do you mean inconsistent streamer? If you were on the Discord, you would know when I'm streaming. Caps at 350. Cause there's 8 types. And that's 240 plus 50, right? There's 10 types? Oh, well, like Fairy and Dragon. D's nuts. But why was Fairy discontinued? Because they discontinued Fairy and Dragons at the same time, and then they brought Dragons back. But fun fact, there is not a single Dragon in perfect order. I did the math, and I'm going to have a rant tweet on Monday that I'll talk to you all about right now. 10 types in Standard? That's too much work. Too much work to figure that out. No, what do you mean? Yeah, you're allowed to switch it up, just like how you can use your right hand and your left hand. But what if Clam acts like an idiot in every Discord? But yeah, I looked it up. There is 0 dragons. Not a single dragon type is in the new set, which is an abomination of the highest order of the Phoenix. All right, so let's get Brave Bangle, I guess. And then we get Double Lightning. And we go Loud Mix and take the knockout. Really wish I was knocking out a Gabite. That ain't happening. And so the reason that I looked that up, there's not... What do you mean? Well, there's Mega... Okay, oh yeah, that's the other thing I need to show all of you. I was wondering, I was like, isn't there something else I'm supposed to show everybody today? There is. There is something I'm supposed to show y'all. Oh crap, where'd I put it? They gave us the English cards for some of the Chaos Rising Megas. No, not my feet. You got to pay me more. So they showed off some of the Chaos Rising cards, and it basically confirms that Mega Gallade, oh god, we're going to lose this game. Mega Gallade, Crocodile, and Adversity Insurance are in the set, which also means Mega Slowbro is not in the set. So Mega Slowbro will probably be out in August or September, and that's terrible.
Now show feet.
And thank you for this. Thank you for the sub, Big Smooth. You like my feet. They're big and smooth. Yeah, so we're not getting Mega Slowbro probably until the second half of the year, and that's pathetic. I always tell you, gym promos, you never know when they're coming. And yeah, but I can't beat it off. That's the problem. And I'm the only one who matters. You know, it's I'm the only one who matters in this world. All right, so we have to go Poké Pad for Tatsugiri. Still don't want to give them Town Store, but I mean we're absolutely cooked right now. We're cooked like some ground beef. Oh my goodness, you're a great card, Tatsugiri. Why do I bother? Yeah, Dragapult gets to survive a little bit longer without one less threat. What's the thought process? Hey, what if we made a bad card? Hey, what if we made a bad card? But Mega Greninja is off to a good start in Japan after, what, 1 day? And not even the weekend? But it is off to a good start. It's exactly what I said. You just play with Neo Upper, reuse the Neo Upper. The Terra Greninja is a bit surprising, but it just goes to show that, you know, having Megas evolve from the same thing as EXs and then double dipping with EXs and Megas is kind of broken. Right? It's kind of broken. But Greninja is looking good. Dragapult's still better, but you play them together. My issue is the double water attack cost. So you basically just can't prize Neo Upper. So depending on how things go, we might see like Redeemable Ticket show up, because Redeemable Ticket can be found with Petrol. And that just might be how it happens. Yeah, it can knock out Meowth, it can knock out Fez, it can knock out Kangaskhan, it can just do all the things. How about Power Glass? I mean, that's also an option. All right, I mean, they already have all their damn tools. What do I even care? I mean, we're going to lose. Let's just concede and move on. Toxtricity is not it in this day and age. Toxtricity did not survive. I thought it was a fun idea, but it ain't. So we'll do Brambleghast before getting to Chien-Pao. I'm gonna have to edge you a little bit, okay? We're gonna do Brambleghast with Forretress, and then we'll get it up, and then you'll be ready. Now we're going up against PewDiePie. And yeah, I just think it's funny that they showed off the Megas they showed off. They showed off 4 of the 5 Megas. So Dragalogy, which we already knew, Float, which we already knew, Greninja, which we already knew, Pyroar was the only one we didn't. And let's actually go first. So there's Dragalogy. Again, we knew everything months ago because of the leak. But, you know, it doesn't have a weakness. It's our first dragon. Oh my god. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I always get so scatterbrained. I'm like a scatterbug with how scatterbrained I get. Is the reason that I looked up the fact that there's no dragons is that I was curious. How many cards in perfect order have a resistance? So there's 66, I believe 66 Pokemon in perfect order. All 66 of them have a weakness because there's no dragons. Guess how many Pokemon in perfect order have a resistance? Remember, there's 66. All 66 have a weakness. Guess how many have a resistance? And while you think about that, I will also mention that 11 of the cards in perfect order flip a coin. I think we're facing Charizard, but I'm not sure. All right, so this is a very good start. Let's go. I mean, that is an Iono. So I guess I just go for Bramblin and Badoo. Or do I just get the Pine Cone? No, I think we just go for Bramblin and Badoo. And then force them to knock out the Badoo. Yeah, I think we just force them to knock out the Badoo. And I'll Iono them down to 4. But yeah, so for those of you wondering, there's 11 Pokemon with a resistance in perfect order. I know you were all lowballing me just to make me seem like an idiot for complaining about this. But 1/6 of all Pokemon in perfect order have a resistance, but all 100% have a weakness. Why is resistance a thing if they don't utilize it? What the hell are we facing? Like, I just don't get it. Why resistance is such a forgotten thing in the TCG when it's like it's right there, it's on every card, but not every card has a resistance. A resistance is on every card, but not every card has a resistance, which is terrible. And then the same number of Pokemon with a resistance have a coin flip. So coin flip is the same used mechanic as resistance. Yeah, so it's so stupid that resistance is just forgotten for no reason. Like, hey, what if we just stop giving Pokemon resistances? Oh, hey, flying types have a fighting resistance, but that's it. Yeah, exactly. And then it's the same number that have a coin flip. Did they just, okay. They're dumbing down the game. Yeah, the sets this year are terrible. All right, so we got Brambleghast. Of course, we're playing a grass deck. And naturally, we're facing freaking fire decks. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just put all of them on this guy. So before you wonder what I'm doing, don't worry, I have a plan. Because I'm going to force them to knock out my Badoo. But obviously, facing a fire deck is terrible. Because the whole thing with Brambleghast is that it gets plus 50 HP for each prize card your opponent has taken. And, I mean, that's fine. I can get rid of double Arven. And then we go for a Bramblin. All right, and then Itchy Pollen. No, they'll never remove weakness. But just out of by curiosity, I checked TCG Pocket. So I added an extra sentence to my complaint tweet, my rant tweet about perfect order sucking butts. And the thing is, we're getting 1 tool and 1 stadium in perfect order. That is a... What? 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 I'm stun locked right now. Didn't I say this was like the worst card in Ascended Heroes? I'm in the 1400s. It shouldn't be that bad. All right, well, yeah, I guess we just go into this guy. And then there's Acerola's Mischief. I think I have a reversal energy in the deck, so let's see if we can draw into it. But yeah, so there's 1 tool and 1 thingy thing. And, oh, this is not good. I guess I just attach to that in case they take a knockout. And then we just burn everything else. Yeah, that's the new Ascended Heroes Charmander that's terrible. And ZZ, what's my opinion? Their 2026 is going to be a terrible year. As you've already seen, 2026 is going to be a terrible year because they're basically just taking it off to... so they don't blow their load. They don't want to blow their load so much. Because they want to get caught up on printing. They weren't expecting, you know, to have to wait another year with Mega Evolution. So they're taking a year off. And Tomas, yeah, Chien-Pao's leaving. And so is Fortress. So you can't blow yourself anymore. Okay, back to what I was trying to talk about before they dropped a Zangoose on me. is there's one tool in one stadium in perfect order. That is a main set in the main trading card game, TCG, whatever the hell you want to call it. So keeping that in mind, how many tools and stadiums do you think were in the most recent TCG Pocket set, which was a special set? Remember, it was a special set, so guess how many? Oh my god, we could have won this game. We could have won this game if we just got freaking Acerola. Wait, do I have Acerola? And I do not. No, there's one of each. So I was trying to complain, but I knew it wasn't going to work. So there's literally one of each in the newest TCG Pocket set. So the same number of tools and stadiums is in the stupid TCG Pocket set. Oh my goodness, did we just knock out a Zard? I mean, we're going to lose, but we just knocked out a Zard, baby. But isn't that wild that a main set in the main TCG has the same number of tools and stadiums as a TCG Pocket special set? Oreo, I honestly haven't been following Pocket that much, so I couldn't tell you. I just think it's absolutely insane. Yeah, they got. I know you have. I know you're going to win. I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised the fact that a fire deck is going to beat a grass deck. What's the only tool? Are you saying you haven't watched my YouTube videos? Oh god, what did I say? What did you clip? You saved all this. Okay, that wasn't that good of a heads. But yeah, it works with Meganium. The problem is that you have to put a Meganium in the deck. But it's a special set. That's the thing. The special set is just a cash grab to keep people buying cards. It's not even a main set. But you go to the main TCG and a main set, we have one tool, which is Core Memory, and one stadium, which is Illumio City. And ZZ, oh yeah, I don't mind, but you know all about special, okay. But the problem that I've talked about numerous times is that if you're lowering the power level of decks and cards, is you're raising the power level of the cards that were printed 2 years ago, right? You can't unilaterally say, oh, we're lowering the playability and power of cards after you've already printed, like as we're in a 3-year format. You gotta watch. Trust Your Pilot is a YouTuber. Did you know that Trust Your Pilot streams has a YouTube channel? Also, I win this game probably. All right, so we wait, do I just win next turn? Hang on, I just kind of win the game next turn, don't I? Because we're knocking out this Ho-Oh. Imagine losing to a Brambleghast deck when you have a fire deck. Goated. Hey, we did 480, baby, and all I have to do is knock out a Charmander for game. Never to let you down. I played Acerola. Baby. I got some, I'm Miss Chief. It wasn't that a movie? Never mind. Yeah, I did it pretty quickly, so I forgot. I probably should have mentioned it, but you know, I'm not uploading these on YouTube. You know, so that's another thing I got to talk about, but I'll forget. I'll get distracted by my toes. So you're immune to damage from EXs and effects of attacks if you play Acerola's Mischief. And Mischief, there you go. See, Clam Burglar could never. Clam Burglar could never. Yeah, Pidgeot rotates. Yeah, it's the opposite of power creep. It's power. I mean, I don't know what the opposite of a creep is because I'm a creep. Yeah, didn't you give me a thumbs up, bro? Didn't you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, power recession. But that's the issue. You can't just decide we're making cards worse. Oh, you know, I'm gonna do it again. And then still have the cards from 2 years ago. It doesn't work like that. And Jade Star, fun fact, I have 4,000 pack hourglasses. I literally have 4,000 pack hourglasses, and it's about what, 1,200 to open 100 packs from a set, so I'm good for like the next 4 sets. And yeah, it's a power recession, but they didn't, it's just, they don't know what they're doing. They do not know what they're doing. You know, this is the same company, the same arm of the company that made this game, so obviously they don't know what they're doing. All right, you know, we can't let that be the one game. It has to be actually good. And, you know, I might wait a week. It just depends how things shake out. I might do it on like Wednesday where I do my Chaos Rising preview, or I'll just wait a week and be like, after the first week, Mega Greninja is the best new deck, but it's fallen on hard times or whatever. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Thank you for reminding me. I think I'm going to stop streaming on YouTube when Perfect Order comes out. I'll probably reinstate it down the road, but I find my attention is too pulled. Like normally I like it when strangers pull me off, but I just find my attention is pulled in 2 different directions. So I think I'll probably just go back to streaming on Twitch once Perfect Order is out. And then like when I know I'm not making a YouTube video of the stream, then I'll stream on YouTube. But it's just because I've known for a fact that I am not going to be uploading YouTube videos this month for gameplay until Perfect Order. But I just, you know, my computer squeals. I have to, you know, read 2 different chats. I have to have different windows open. It just, because I like to commentate over the things. I like to make them feel more like YouTube videos. And just this way, it makes the videos more unique. Think Mega Charizard will be good? Unfortunately, I do not. All right, let's go for Poffin and TM Evolution. Very funny, TQ. You're hilarious. You're the funniest person I've ever met. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's just high roll it with 1. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna high roll it with 1. Okay, so then I have to go. I think this is how I have to do it. I have to go for a Bramblin. And then what do I Arven for? I Arven for, I guess, Ultra Ball and Luxurious Cape. So we go TM Evolution. And I know I'm giving them 100 cards, but what if they can't attack next turn? Right? What if they can't attack next turn? Oh my god! We prized 2 Fortress! Are you... This is why I have to check my deck. We prized 2 for... I play 3 for this exact reason. We prized 2. I play 3 for this exact freaking reason. And people are like, oh, Pilot checked his deck. What a weird, oh, this isn't Pilot. Who are you and what have you done with Pilot? Okay, no. God. This freaking game. I told you, this is what PTCGL does. This is why I make the dumb, oh no, don't do that. And then we queue it. Okay, I was going to say, we queued into a deck that perfectly beats me off, but then we get saved by the bell here. Okay, so I have to pop the Fortress this turn. I mean, do I just go for it? So if I blow myself this turn, we might be able to knock out the Kangaskhan. I think I just go for it. Let's just go for it. All in, baby. Who cares? We're going to lose anyway. But I mean, this dude could very easily survive, right? We just go Luxurious Cape, attach, Powerful Needles. They have to flip 2 heads. I have 2 turns, right? They have to flip 2 heads. Okay, that's not great, but we are still within range next turn. Yeah, they still have to flip 2 heads. The spiky energy doesn't matter. They still have to flip 2 heads. Obviously, it gets really bad if they do flip 2 heads. But I went all in, baby. We go all in. Great. Yeah, I had to blow up the fortress because then they got. I told you in my video, Potion will only be a card that new players play. Same with Pokeball. And they have Cook. Okay. I'm scared. They do realize that Jumbo Ice Cream exists, right? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How is this the world we live in? Oh my god. No one's playing Potion anymore because of the item that broke the game. What's my opinion on Australia? Oh, it's all right, mate. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's got me a little sticky wicket though. Oh, doesn't it, mate? It's got me a little sticky wicket. Okay, for some reason, I'm not finding any cards that I need. How strange. All right, so we have to counter catcher the Iron Thorns. And then I guess just play with my balls and go get a Brambleghast. And then hope Reversal Energy wasn't prized. Okay, so we still have enough energy to win. I feel attacked. Oi, mate. Oi, bruv. What you talking about, mate? There's a kangaroo at me window. Oh, his meat tastes good. We're facing the kangaroo Pokemon. Oh, look at him. Oh, I'm gonna go up there and stick me thumb up his bum. That'll really piss him off. Are you calling me? So you're saying I'm not a slow player? You saying I blow my load early? You sound like my ex-wife. All right, so hey, Seba Almighty, is that the Bruce Almighty sequel? You know, there's a movie that there is a sequel to Bruce Almighty, and it doesn't have Jim Carrey in it. It's all about Steve Carell, and it's called Evan Almighty, and it's terrible. All right, so I'm basically just doing nothing until we top deck Reversal. Well, actually, never mind. We're bossing. I'd also like to point out that I Iono'd them to 2 and they got Jet Energy. I would also like to point that out, that I Iono'd my opponent to 2 cards, and one of those 2 cards was a Jet Energy, which is the exact card they needed, when it could have just been any other 2 cards. Oh my god! Are you freaking kidding me? Whoa. How are they getting every card they need? All right, well, I have to use Acerola's Mischief. Actually, no, we don't have to use Acerola's Mischief. I can go and get Pokegear or something just to thin the deck by a card. But then if I hit into the Kangaskhan, I lose. So, I mean, I guess I'll take the chance here. So I have Miracle Headset, which I guess I go and get here. And then it's like, I could have just, at any point, I could have top decked a freaking Reversal Energy and won the game. We can't even do that. But they'll definitely have an energy for sure. Or a Spiky Energy, which is worse. All right, I have to top deck Reversal Energy. It's very simple. Or I can just bosses the other Iron Thorns, but they'll probably give it an energy. Okay, so 20, 40, 60. I can still potentially win the game. But I think it's very unlikely. All right, I can knock this guy out and not lose. Just top deck reversal. Okay, I said to top deck the reversal, not suck a butt. All right, I have to, I think, go Miracle Headset for bosses and Iono, and then bosses the Iron Thorns with the spiky energy on it. And then just kind of believe here. Because we're playing one more game with this damn thing, because I believe in it. I believe in the stupid Brambleghast. We just got screwed over by prizes. All right, well, that doesn't really help. Okay, so we go get rid of these guys, grab whoever's left. There's a Badoo. And then I Iono ZZ. Not really, because nothing gets anything. All right, so we go reversal. The thing is that I can't hit into this guy unless I know I'm taking a knockout. So I have to go, I honestly have to go end turn here. Yeah, they just play Poppy. Well, I did Iono them to 2, so they'll get everything they need. But yeah, there's not really anything I'm excited about post-rotation because nothing gets better. Oh my goodness. Oh, there is no way. There is no freaking way. They have a 40 card deck. They have a 40 card deck. They have a 40 card deck and they always got what they needed. And then I'm out here prizing everything. See, this is the kind of stuff you're missing by not watching my live streams. Yeah, pretty much, TQ. You know, you prize everything you need, and your opponent gets everything they need off of a Iono to 2. Well, no, it's in case somebody clips it and spreads it on TikTok. Ooh, we're facing a grass wheat deck. Happens to me all the time. Yeah, but for you, that's a skill issue. For me, that's PDCGL hating me. All right, so let's go Pinecone and Bramblin. We actually have a decent chance of winning the game next turn. Because I can play with my balls. Oh, yeah, sorry. ZZ, I guess that's like the one deck that gets better is Okidogi, but that's about it. Well, the Darmanitan doesn't really matter because we're going to blow ourselves. We, of course, don't have an Iono. We play 4 Pokégear and 4 Iono, so of course we don't have any. I think in this situation, I just evolve into Fortress, TM Evolution, both Bramblin, and go from there. And then, of course, they get everything. All right, so we go Fortress, attach, TM Evolution, and then I will Arven for Luxurious Cape and Pokégear. Okay, we only prized 1 Fortress this time. Yeah, but like ZZ asked excited about. What do I do if they play Psyduck? Hope they don't realize that it stops Fortress. And Joseph, you've watched my YouTube videos. You already know that I mentioned Okidogi in there. You already know we all agree on that. I just forgot about it. So it'll be in my, I can't remember if it's I think it's going to be in the top 10 fun decks to play post-rotation. I don't think it's going to be in the top 10 overall decks. But you look at like the new cards coming in perfect order and it's like, what is there, right? There's nothing. There's nothing interesting coming. You know, it's like, ooh, Meowth, and that's it. And you know, we get Barbaracle, which helps like one old deck. You know, Garchomp gets slightly better. TQ, have you been training under Clamburglar? Yeah, the attack is even called Good Punch. It's not even Best Punch. You know, there is an attack called Best Punch, but it's not even that good. And fun fact, 2 Badoo attacks on my Fortress actually does matter. Because remember, Zekrom does 250, so putting 20 damage on Fortress means I have to blow it. And Benny, just play Team Rocket's Articuno and a Water Energy and you win the game. That's it. just play Team Rocket's Articuno and a Water Energy and you win the game. That's it. So, like, that's what I'm going to mention in my top 10 decks video. It's like, yes, Alakazam is probably the 3rd best one, but there is a slight issue. Actually, no, because I Guard Press reduces incoming damage. So if I want to go that route, I can. This is hilarious. They're doing my job for me. This is great. If they knock out my Bramblin, this is amazing. Please, yes, Flame Body Cannon the Bramblin, please. Please Flame Body Cannon the Bramblin. Please, 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 please do it. Because then I will blow up double Fortress, force you down to 1 prize, and you'll be able to get out of it because PDCGL hates me. Everyone cross your toes that they press their hard body cannon all over my Tumbleweed. Isn't it crazy? And Ferocious Bellow. They didn't even attack. What? You didn't even attack. So then I just Forest of Vitality. And then yeah, I just blow up both, I guess. Because I think they're expecting me to be smart here. I think they're expecting me to be smart and not, like, crazy, which I'm about to be. Yeah, like, Ferocious Bellow, and then it does 80 damage, and it's like, that... You do realize, like... So what you have to understand is that the TCG arm, the creature's arm, they probably didn't play Legend ZA early, so they don't know the terror of Pyro... Another opponent who's not here. I think this is PDCGL issues and not them leaving. What you have to understand is that they probably just get the concepts and like the names and the imagery. They probably don't play the game early to know that Mega Pyroar is the most scariest Mega in the entire game, because you go to that one area and there's like 7 stupid Pyroar and it just beats you off and it's the scariest thing and it's terrible. And Benny, Judge is one way. So that was going to be the perfect game, by the way. So we got to run it back. We got to run it back. And Yami, oh yeah, I had like Mega Electros and stuff. And FIFA, you don't know this, but unfortunately, the rule still stands. You have to be subbed so you can swear. You get 1 swear a month if you're subbed. Uh-oh, I gotta hide that. Everyone chat a bunch. Everyone say a bunch of things in chat. Everyone say a bunch of stuff in chat so we get rid of that terrible, terrible message. I have to hide it for the kids. This is Family Friendly Friday. Everyone just, both on the YouTube side, yeah, just say that, which toe is your favorite, how many butts you like to touch at night. Thank you, thank you. All right, so they're playing a Jumbo Ice Cream deck. Doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. They're all my favorite. All right, so if we can go first, that'd be great. Naturally, we probably aren't. I wasn't paying attention. It's okay, FIFA. I will accept your MB if you give me money. Press 1 if you think. And Pig Smooth there. Thank you. I've been calling her Crandall. Do you know that I haven't watched an episode of The Simpsons in like 10, 15 years? Like I can't. I watched one episode a long time ago. I just can't do it anymore. Okay, so we are screwed, but we did go first, which is great. Okay, I'm going to check. All right, so let's go. They're not going to take a knockout. Let's go Mist Energy on the active. I have a terrible hand, by the way. But I mean, I guess I can Ultra Ball away the Acerola and the Energy and go get a Fortress and knock out whatever I want. Yeah, Classic. I haven't even watched the Classic one either. Did anyone hear the fart, or should I play it again? Did anyone hear the fart? Did you hear me farting? Yeah, the first... Oh my god, we just top decked a Fortress. Okay, I'll fart again for you very soon. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Your money will be going to a good cause. So what do we think this is? They're playing... It must be something. All right, so let's just try to knock out the Regigigas, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just take the KO. And I'm not going to counter-catcher the monkey because I am protected against effects of attacks, so there's really no reason to. So we just go powerful needles. That was okay, you're banned now. You're banned now. Okay, so where's the thingy thing? Extensions. I got an extension for you right here. All right, where's the thing? Sound alerts. There it is. And then let's see if I can even log in. I haven't logged into this in the longest time because no one gives me money. Okay, I'm just gonna... Everyone, prepare your ear holes. I gave them a precious trolley. That's not great. Prepare your ear holes for this. Okay, I turned it up all the way. Did it seriously not do anything?
I'm in danger.
Okay, that worked. For some reason... For some reason, the farts aren't working. For some reason, I can't push out a fart right now. Yeah, I can do that one. But the awkward fart isn't working. So I'm sorry, the awkward fart is not working, but I did do the reverb fart. Okay, you want to knock out my Pinecone? That's fine. Oh, cool! I can't win this game because they have a stupid Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Oh my god, they have a stupid Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon and now I can't do anything. I hate this card. Alright, this deck is cursed. We're gonna go play a good deck. We're gonna go play a good deck. And we're gonna go play Chien-Pao Baxcalibur, baby. And, oh, hang on. Somebody said something nice to me. Nice about me. On the YouTube side, but I missed it, so I have to log into YouTube now. All right, we're playing Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. I put Surfing Beach in here because I'm a glutton for punishment. And Grogu, thank you. And wait, just you wait. I have an inside source. I have inside information that some big YouTuber is going to post an expose. Well, actually, I don't know what it is. But a big YouTuber is going to be posting a video all about PDCGL either this week or next, detailing just how terrible the game is. So yeah, the game is as bad as it's ever been because it's PDCGL. It's never going to be good. That's the running joke here. No, you'll remember that I mentioned them like 2 or 3 years ago. I remember I teased this about 2 or 3 years ago, and they're finally getting the video up now. Ah, yes, Lucario Lugia. What everyone expects. Okay, so let's go. They can knock out the Dunsparce this turn if they have a Premium Power Pro. Oh god. This is not good. But I guess if they take a knockout, I can maybe make some things happen. Is that a Jander, is that a Starbucks cup size or something? If all they do is accelerating stab, we are fine. And I think what I'll do is I'll probably Arven before the Dunsparce just to see what I get. But then again, I'm in kind of a dilly of a pickle here. They just put a protective goggles on a Riolu, one that only protects basics. But yeah, so there should be a video. I mean, they were teasing it on. Oh my god! Of course they. Of course I start the Dunsparce because I think it'll be fine. Oh man. Okay, great start. Great, fantastic freaking start. Do I have a Fez? I have a Fez. We have a TM Evolution. We can do this. We will be fine. Everything will be great. We're going to go get a Fezandipiti. This will get me everything I need. I'm going to get every single card that I need. We got nothing that I needed. We got literally nothing that I could possibly want. Oh, God. Okay, so we have to retreat into the Regi, hope that they don't have a Lucario in their hand, and we'll still lose. And Oreo, I mean, it helps with certain matchups, but yeah, it kind of does just because it's easy to get it up, and they have the Lucario. And they just have it like that. I'm out here, you know, starting Dunsparce and Fezandipiti and getting all the things. They're just like, no, I just have Riolu Premium Power Pro Lucario. It's fine. Yeah, this is the broken Lugia deck of legend. So yes, Pokemon TCG Live, some would say it's worse than ever. Others would lie to you. Others would lie to you and say it's good. All right, so let's go Fezandipiti. We have, oh crap. Now I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I do this. Right? I guess we just go for it and go and get another Frigibax. And I mean, the odds of me doing the thing are quite high. So I think we just Super Cold 2 to Baxcalibur. 1, 2. I'll put a TM Evolution, sure. we'll just do that for no reason. Okay, this did not go at all according to plan. Fantastic. This did not go at all how I wanted it to. Because we only have one of our Chien-Pao in the deck. All right, so let's go. I mean, I guess, yeah, I retreat into Frigibax. I Poké Pad for, oh, I thought I had a Dunsparce. Of course, we prize our other Dudunsparce. Fantastic. And then we attach to you, put the Wellspring into play. I mean, I guess at this point, it's probably just better to collect. Yeah, we'll just draw a card. Oh, yeah, it's much smarter to just draw a card. That makes a lot of sense. We'll draw a card. Then if we draw a card, I don't have to use TM Evolution to evolve into Arctibax. I'm so smart. And then they get the stupid bosses. What world is this? There's gonna bosses my Fez. What is even happening today? Yeah, I wonder what you're gonna do. Oh, what a shock. Oh, man. Okay, well. I guess I just draw another card. And then hope I can win. Oh, there's a great Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I'm so glad I have that. Okay, so we have Night Stretcher, and that's it. And then, yeah, we'll go Rare Candy into another we'll go into another Baxcalibur. I will Poffin to do nothing. And then we Night Stretcher for the Fez. Oh, good God. All right, and I mean, flip the script. So as long as they don't have another bosses, we'll be okay. There's Surfing Beach. That does nothing. I guess I just want to draw a card. Drawing a card does kind of make sense in this whole situation. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. But I do still need a Chien-Pao, and there's only one in the deck, and we prize 2. We did prize 2 Chien-Pao. Oh, there's no freaking way. There is no freaking way you have it. I'm holding on for dear life here. Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, Lugia Goggles, not PDCGL, giving them everything and me nothing. And yes, I always blame PDCGL for my losses. But if you do type something in chat on the YouTube side or on the Twitch side, I guess, and I don't acknowledge you, feel free to type it again, just because I'm using the small chat box on the stream to read chat instead of doing it elsewhere because I'm too stupid. So if I accidentally miss your message just because there was so many crazy things going on, feel free to type it again. I always acknowledge you. Okay. Can we please get the freaking Chien-Pao? That's all I need, is just my one Chien-Pao. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay, no, this is fine. I can't do anything. I guess I can bosses and then sob. I guess that's what we're doing. And then we just kind of wait. I can bosses and then sob, and then we just have to wait for 20 turns. Oh, Gazer Beam. This is 2026. Why is there Chien-Pao? Because we're saying goodbye. We're saying goodbye to a legend. You wouldn't know what that's like because you don't raid me. Oh my God. Okay. Oh yeah. Play with your PP in front of everybody. Oh God. Okay. Don't worry, that was just an anomaly. That was an anomaly. That was an Incubus song. We're going again. That was an anomaly. Well, I blame, again, you have to blame PDCGL for this one. Because PDCGL is the problem in every situation. Whenever I get divorced, I always, they put the reason for divorce, I say PDCGL. Hey, I was just thinking about this. I have a very interesting conspiracy theory. I think the reason the new cards have been underpowered lately is because the designers don't want these filler sets to be good once Winds and Waves comes out. Because if the cards in these sets, the filler cards, are bad, their poster cards from the new generation can dominate without being overpowered. So I think that's just what they're doing, is they don't want Winds and Waves to be overshadowed. Yeah, see, I'm so smart with my ideas. And Manderson, yeah, that is what people did to great success, but I just wanted to whack off in front of my friends for a little bit. Yeah, see, I have these such great takes, don't I? Why am I checking Twitter? Because you're not interesting enough for me, Clan Burglar. Yeah, Sunlight, as long as we get set up, this is a free win. Okay, so I think I just attached to the active. The Reggie does take a knockout of a Teal Mask Ogerpon, so we just go Poffin for double Frigibax, Regigigas, Lilies attached to the active, and Sob. The problem, oh no, I guess it's not a bad thing if they bin down. If they bind down, that's fine. That means they just have a Bulbasaur and I can torrential pump like their Bulbasaur and the Toedscool. And fun fact, I do not play Superior Energy Retrieval. They are probably expecting me to play Superior, and there's no way I'm putting a Dunsparce down. We already know they have a bosses in their hand and everything else they need to win. I am not taking any chances here. We know they have Forest, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Forest in that hand. I'm taking 0 chances today. Okay, well, I'll go for the Dunsparce now. All right, so there we go. We are fully set up. You're about to see me win this game. I have already won this game. They think I'm playing Superior Energy Retrieval. That's why they have the Toedscool. They are about to be Marty McSorley mistaken. Yeah, like in the greater sphere of Winds and Waves being a good game, I am so happy they're waiting until 2027. Like, it's kind of hilarious that Pokopia is the highest rated Pokemon game of all time. And then you look at the mainline games, and yeah, not doing so great. But Pokopia is doing amazing. I still won't buy a Switch 2 for it. I'm probably going to wait until Winds and Waves before I get a Switch 2. But I'm so happy they're waiting. It gives them more time to make it good. But it just goes to show you that Game Freak should not be in charge of the Pokemon franchise. The problem is that they signed a deal like 30 years ago where Game Freak has their toes in the Pokemon franchise. So they have to develop it. So if you're wondering, like, oh, why don't they make somebody else develop the Pokemon franchise, like the Monolith Soft, the people behind Xenoblade? Well, it's because Game Freak is a part owner of the Pokemon franchise. And ZZ, that's what I'm hoping for, but 2026 isn't giving me much hope. And you've been too addicted to Fire Red. Fun fact, those are the top 2 best-selling games on the Switch eShop right now. Because Pokopia is the Switch 2 exclusive, but Fire Red and Leaf Green are the top 2 selling games on the eShop. If they were $15, I would buy them. I ain't spending $30 on one of those things. And Sinestro, I fully endorse that. Pokemon Conquest is the best Pokemon game no one has ever played. Do you like Final Fantasy Tactics? Do you like Pokemon? Well, that's what it is. Yeah, so as Clam pointed out, if you don't know, the Pokemon franchise is co-owned by 3 different companies, Game Freak, Nintendo, and Creatures, because they didn't know it would become this massive phenomenon. They had an inkling, but they didn't know it would go this far. All right, let's attach to you. Yeah, I guess we just Lilies and hope that I get something. Pokemon Dash 2. Oh, yeah, we need that Pokemon Dash 2, everybody. I mean, I could go for Dudunsparce here, but I think an Arctibax just makes the most sense. Oh, we prize the Baxcalibur, but yeah, I think an Arctibax just makes the most sense. I will sob. Yeah, it's probably like a third each or something. Yeah, it's probably a third each. That's why no one can take control of it. You know, Creatures does the TCG, Game Freak does the mainline games, Nintendo is the publisher. Then they can, you know, agree to let somebody else work on Pokopia. Hey, the first Pokemon Rumble was okay on WiiWare. Remember that? Remember WiiWare? I do. I'm that old. I remember WiiWare. All right, I was not expecting to use Sob twice, but here we are. Oh man, but yeah, it's like I wish that 2027 was going to be a good year, but it's probably just going to be more megas, right? It's probably just going to be more megas. I don't remember what you have to remember is that the V-Star powers were just a one-year thing. They introduced V-Stars and V-Star powers in the final year of Sword and Shield, so there is precedent for them doing a once-per-game mechanic in the last year of a generation. And Indy, I refuse to look at anything that has to do with Dragonite. I don't care if it's winning or doing things. I refuse. All right, so we go Baxcalibur. Because Dragonite is the devil. All right, and then we'll go Lilies. I will not be playing a Dragonite deck. Hey, we did get one energy. That's all I needed. All right, so let's go attach to you. Who's the... I guess I just get rid of Ivysaur and... Yeah, we'll go Surfing Beach. Just to screw him over. So we go Torrential Pump. Yes, we knock out, I guess... The Bulbasaur makes it tougher. I think this is the correct play, is knocking out the Bulbasaur. Because the Meganium doesn't matter. And TQ, hey, I'm not that dumb. Oh yeah, I reviewed the Wii U one for my gaming channel that existed for like a year. Yeah, that's the thing, is they can definitely dive back into the old megas. So it's not like they're without ideas. They can just go back into the old megas, and they have a Bulbasaur, and I should have gone for the Chikorita. But it did wipe a bunch of energy off the field, and they have a Mew. Okay. And they have a Fez. The Dab and Fez. Yeah, so just the reason I don't think they're going to change anything for 2027, despite my hopes, is that they can just give us Mega Beedrill and Mega Pinsir and all the old megas. So like 2026 will be the new megas, 2027 can be the old megas. And into the Wild Green yonder, the final straw that broke the camera up's back was when I spent 50 hours on that tackle video and it didn't get 1,000 views. And I also did like the other videos that took a very long time and they didn't get any views. So I'm just like, you know what? My TCG videos do well, gaming channel's done. And they're shoving the old megas into pocket. Yeah, that's not cool. And you know, maybe I should have held on to the Surfing Beach because you do need it. That's kind of the fun combo, is you Chien-Pao for one, and then you Chien-Pao into another, and that gets you 4 energy. That's why I don't play Superior. Probably should though. Yeah, if Winds and Waves doesn't come out until the end of 2027, then the first TCG set won't be until the start of 2028. And David Dolbrick, I made that video last year. I've talked about this on stream numerous times. I made that video last year about how lazy the design of Pocket is. So much, I got hated so much for that. And then boom, as soon as this new set comes out, I was a prophet. And ZZ, any thoughts? Yeah, I made that video last year. Any thoughts? Yeah, I made that video before it was cool. You know, what are my thoughts? My thoughts are, I made a video last year all about it and people hated me for it. And then you wait 4 months. Oh, Pilot's a genius. Pilot, make love to me, Pilot. I want you inside me, Pilot. Ooh, Pilot, I want you to land that plane in my hangar. Yeah, that's what everyone was saying. Yeah, are you saying boo or boo earns? Yeah, they didn't want to accept the truth that I was right about their game being lazy and bad. And then, wouldn't you know it? Trust your pilot's a freaking genius. Okay, so if I could top deck a Dunsparce or something, that'd be great. Yeah, that was the thing I mentioned in the video, is like, at least they're not using EXs, and then a couple months later, and they're using EXs. All right, so as much as I want to use double Chien-Pao, I do have to put the Fez into play. And then I think it's just Iono, but 6 is a higher number than 4. I'm going to take a chance. We're going to go for lilies and hope for energy. If I just get a couple energy, we're fine. Ooh, we got a bunch of energy. And we got a Dunsparce. Great. Okay, so we use our draw cards first. But I want energy. I need energy to knock out the Venusaur. So the reason I'm using Fez first, you might think, what? But Poilet, why are you using Fez? Oh my god. Okay, well, it doesn't matter anymore because we're not going to win. So the reason you use Fez before Dudunsparce is because I wanted energy. If I use Dudunsparce first, then Dudunsparce is in the deck and I have a chance of drawing into it, which is bad. Okay, so this is not great, but I can just knock out their Teal Mask Ogerpon because I put Prime Catcher in the deck because I'm a frickin' genius. So we go, yeah, we go for this guy. We go for the Regigigas. And the cool thing is, it doesn't matter who they knock out. If they go for my Chien-Pao, they're only taking 2 energy off the field. If they go for my Regigigas, they're taking 4 energy off the field, but then they're leaving a Chien-Pao. Yeah, see, Past Pilot was a freaking genius, and we would have done 360. So if you're wondering, I had 6 energy, we would have done 360. It would have just been short of a knockout. Yeah, they're just like, you know, TCG Pocket made $1 billion. We can't afford to pay artists $50 for new art. Are you crazy? $50 for new art? That's not possible. And Indilek, if I had Max Rod, I would have lost the game. So there you go. But no, you don't really need Max Rod when you can just play Superior, but I wanted to use Surfing Beach with Energy Recycler just to mix it up a little bit. And yeah, I have definitely not been playing TCG Pocket. It's kind of sad how little I've been playing. I just log in with my 2 packs, you know, claim my hourglasses, and that's it. All right, so yeah, if they just knock out Regigigas, that's fine. They're probably putting me into a handful of energy. Yeah, then they wouldn't make $1 billion. How do you think they got to $1 billion of profit? It's by not paying the artists. So the good news here is that I'm just going to have a bunch of energy in play, and I have a Dunsparce. So I think I just spread the energy around like they're cheeks, right? Ooh, there's my Iono. Okay, so I'm going to get the energy out of the deck first. I know that seems weird, but they can't win next turn, and I don't need to win next turn. So I'm not concerned right now. So I'm just going to put 2 energy on the other Chien-Pao, because I have a Timmy turn or 2 to do nothing. And then we get Chien-Pao Iono. Remember when we prized 2 Chien-Pao? What the hell is this hand? I mean, do I... Oh, were they going to deck out? Were they going to deck out last turn and I didn't notice? So we know they have Wally's Compassion. The question is, do they have 2 Wally's Compassion? I think I take the chance here and just get rid of the 2 on the active, because we're going to lose that 2 energy anyway. So we'll see how that goes. And what do you mean when's the big spending spree in PTCGL? What do you mean? And of course they had the freaking bosses, because of course they did. Because of course they did. I was thinking, hey, I probably shouldn't do that, but you know, we're still in this game. It's still good. It's still good. You know, I'm putting the 2 rare candies on the bottom of my deck. We might get our other Surfing Beach. We'll be fine. I just need an Energy Recycler or a Super Rod or something. Hey, I think that might be game. Okay, so we don't do anything here. We just put the Chien-Pao in the thingy thing, and then we go Energy Recycler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And damn straight, never let you down. Ah, wait, do I Iono first or do I Fez first? This is why you should play Superior Energy Retrieval, everybody. This is why you should play Superior Energy Retrieval. Don't play Energy Recycler Shiver Me Timbers. It's stupid. Hey, we got... That's game. Never mind. I take back everything I said. I'm a freaking genius. I am a freaking genius. We got the Surfing Beach. See, I told you, Energy Recycler plus Chien-Pao. I didn't want to just play the old Chien-Pao. I wanted to put new cards in it, and Surfing Beach... I was going to put Kyogre in here, too. Please tell me this is going to be one energy. No! We didn't get it! We lose the game because of the stupid... okay, yeah, we're, yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. I know my order of operations was wrong. I wanted to believe in the heart of the cards, okay? You can't blame me for wanting to believe in the heart of the cards. I believed too hard, okay? But yeah, I should have fezzed first when there was more energy in the deck. I believed, okay? You know what, we don't need that, however many things I put in this deck, we don't need that many. 2 Energy Recycler and 2 Super Rod, don't need them. 3 Poffin? Ew. We've had an Air Balloon this whole time, by the way. All right, so yeah, we'll cut a Chien-Pao and go to a second, we'll go for a second Night Stretcher. Because there's no way we prize the Chien-Pao, right? But yeah, I definitely should have fezzed first, but I was just trying to have fun, right? That's part of the reason is when I know I'm not making a YouTube video, I just kind of sometimes do the dumbest thing for funsies. All right, facing off against Jay-Z. We should ask how Beyonce is, huh? Yeah, I'm not super jazzed about where TCG Pocket is right now. What's a good replacement for Town Store? I got some bad news for you. Yeah, and Arven is just Arven from the main game, but a coin flip. So yeah, there's no replacement for Town Store. There's no replacement for Arven. There's no replacement for Iono. Yeah, we gotta put Okie Dokie in there. You know, how do you replace Squawkabilly? You play Okie Dokie. How do you replace Iono? You play Salvatore. Obviously. Hey, we're facing Hops Trevenant. That's actually a fine matchup because I am awesome and I can win. All right, so there's Chien-Pao. Told you we weren't going to prize anybody. And then I will attach to you. We end turn, and then hopefully they just keep flipping tails. If they don't, then... oh, this Dunsparce is about to get knocked out, by the way. So all they need is 1 or 2 out of the 3 things. So they just need Snorlax, Choice Band, Post Weight. They just need 2 out of those 3. There's 1. There it is. They got all 3. This is why this deck is going to be a threat post-rotation. Is because you have to worry about splashing dodge turn 1 for a knockout on your GP. Right? Just put Lily's Clefairy in your deck and you're done. And yeah, TCG Pocket, it did its thing. It made a ton of money. And then we go to an unplayable hand. Fantastic. But I can knock out the Phantom for a donk win if they don't flip heads. I win the game if they don't flip heads. Never mind. Okay, so then in this... Oh my god. All right. Well, yeah, we've definitely lost the game. They flip tails, but that doesn't matter. No, TM machine remains, and so does Fluorite. But that doesn't really matter when there's only one TM left. Evolution, De-Evolution, Turbo Energize, Crisis Punch, and Blindside all rotate. But Fluorite doesn't. All right, well, there's a Poffin. I guess we just go for double Frigibax. And then I have to get rid of 2 energy if I want to do the thing, which is great. And I'm literally in a situation where I have to call collect. Isn't that amazing? Where I have to call collect. Actually, that's really good. You know, out of all the cards I could have grabbed, Rare Candy's pretty good. But I don't think there's any shot I can win now because Trevenant one-shots Chien-Pao for no effort. If I take knockouts... And then... Are you kidding me? Okay, there's no way I win because if they just have more Trevenant, we win. And they play it with Togekiss. Okay, we're going to play one more. And then we'll be fine. Actually, the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon might change some things here. Okay, so I think what I have to do is... Oh, geez, yeah, we gotta promote the Frigibax. This guy has to go down. I have to attach to you. We got a Poké Pad, I guess, for an Arctibax or whatever. We also prized the Dunsparce again after the Dunsparce got knocked out turn 1. Does that remind you of any game we played recently? Wow, this is a fantastic hand. All right, but if we get Fez, we still probably suck. All right, so I will Poké Pad for a Baxcalibur because I believe so heavily in the heart of the cards. I actually don't believe that much. I'm going to thin even more. Okay, then we go for Surfing Beach. Hopefully they can't find their 4th Postwick or whatever they got. Come on, baby. How do you not give me a rare candy? How is this the world we find ourselves in every single day of the week? Okay. I mean, I guess I just sob, right? There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to sob right now. Because as soon as I take a knockout, their Trevenant does the thing. So that doesn't really matter. I kind of just have to hunt Phantump right now. Or I guess what I could do is bosses the Snorlax to... Oh my god. It's like they play 4 Postwick. I guess I could bosses the Snorlax, knock out the Toge... Okay, they don't realize. They don't realize. They went on autopilot. They don't realize. They think they're taking a knockout. Okay, so then what I definitely do here is I bosses the Snorlax, knock out the Togepi, and that way Trevenant doesn't activate, but then they still take a knockout. They still take a knockout if I do that. All right, so there's Baxcalibur. Waste the Poffin. I mean, I guess I could go for Prime Catcher, but that doesn't help. All right, I mean, they wasted a switch. You have to assume they just don't have it like that. So I'll go for bosses on the Snorlax. Torrential Pump. Yes. Knockout Togepi. Put the damage on the Snorlax. And then I don't know what I'm doing after that to win. But that's what I'm doing now. Hey, we have potentially an attack next turn. Yes, we do, because we have Night Stretcher. So we have 3 energy. I can Prime Catcher if I want. I unfortunately cannot knock out double Trevenant, which is a bit of a problem. And they got the Togepi back. And they have another switch. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they have a second switch? That's so stupid. How could you be so dumb, Trust Your Pilot? Oh, Trust Your Pilot, what an idiot. Of course they had another switch. Of course they had Arven for switch, you dummy. All right, well, we literally cannot win now because everyone has a choice. But Chien-Pao Baxcalibur, this is why it sucks. Chien-Pao Baxcalibur is cursed. I banish you to the Shadow Realm. You know what? I'm gonna go play a good deck. We're gonna go play a good deck. Yeah, now we're playing a good deck. All right, so I'll leave myself a note. Monday or Tuesday is Frig, Tito, EX stream. Lilligant plus Maximum Belt. And then I guess Frostlass should be in there, maybe in one of the lists or something. And Oppenheimer. And I squeeze those lemons over freshly open wounds so I can feel something. All right, so this is an Arbok deck. I'm going to play with my snake. Oh my goodness, did we just hit a dark deck? Is my luck turning? See, I told you, playing with your snake in front of 100 people is a good idea. And ZZ, hey, I spotted the degenerate YouTube viewer who watches all my videos. I found the simp. And hey, if it wasn't for simps, YouTubers wouldn't exist, am I right? You're the best of us. All right, what a great turn one. Okay, so let's go for a Sneaky Snake. And we're all good. Now the question is, do I attach to the Ekans and believe in the heart of the cards? You're damn right I do. Okay, so we have to... Look at this hand, though. 5 supporters. Hey, you know how you never get supporters other times? And so that's why you put 10, 11, 12 supporters in your deck? How about we give you 5? All right, so I think we win. But what you have to remember about Arbok that sucks is that, yes, you discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. Oh, God, we're going to end up with this. We're going to have no supporters now. But the downside... Okay, we have an Arven. I'll take it. The downside, of course, is that they choose the cards that get discarded. But Poilet, haven't you played Arbok before and it's been terrible? Why, yes, my handsome subscriber. I have, and it is as terrible as you think it is. All right, so let's go Buddy-Buddy Poffin for Ekans, Tatsugiri. If I knew what that word meant, I might ban you. You better be careful. All right, so let's go for TM Evolution and... I guess another Poffin, because why the hell not at this point, right? Why not just have everything, and then we'll go for a Toxel. Well, I mean, I'm glad. I'm happy that you do. That's really good. All right, so we're going to go for TM Evolution. I'm not going to show them the Arbok. It is very important that they do not know what Arbok does. I mean, somebody... Wait, why did I read that as this is me? Why do I feel like you just explained me perfectly? Ask Mistress Paddlebottom. She charges extra for talking. So we just stay silent the entire time. All right, well, they probably think that Mimikyu is going to save them. Oh, no, they're going to use my Mew against me. Or they're going to use my Arbok against me. They're going to beat off my snake on their own. Okay, well, I really thought they were going to do something this turn. So that's a little unfortunate. But we got an Arbok, baby. Literally top decked the Bok. Am I a pitcher who made a move that is not acceptable by the umpires? Because I just balked. Am I a chicken? Because I just balked. All right, let's do this, baby. Let's go retreat. I probably should have saved space for Monkey Dory, but when you're this deep in, you just got to kind of go for it. All right. And then they will discard 2 cards from their hand. That's fine. And then I will Menacing Fangs. Yeah, the problem is they get to choose. Yeah, Sprigatito's the worst. Crispin and Earthen Vessel. Cool. Yeah, so here, if you've forgotten, this is what this guy does. And it's a great card. I can easily knock out their Mimikyu, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to go for Rare Candy Alakazam and ruin my life. So Alakazam only does 120. Oh, they went for Nest Ball. Okay. And yeah, I was like, and then they immediately conceded. We're 1-0 with Arbok. I told you, Arbok is the GOAT. Arbok is the GOAT of 151. Arbok is the best card in 151. Oh, man. But I did a little bit of testing. So I did a little bit of testing on TCG Masters. I know I said in my video that Mega Clefable is better than what Japanese players have made it seem. But I did Clefable versus Mega Zygarde. And let's just say Clefable is horrible. And Ditto Prism Star was so good. Ditto Prism Star was an amazing card that needs to make a comeback. But yeah, I tested Clefable versus Zygarde. Mega Clefable with a maximum belt cannot knock out a Zygarde that used Gaia Wave. Isn't that pathetic? A Mega Clefable with maximum belt is doing 300 damage against a Zygarde that used Gaia Wave. And Super Smash Kart? Not yet. We're going to run out of time to do everything. Because there might only be like 3 or 4 more streams, maybe 3. By the time I get to Perfect Order, just because I have so many videos I need to do. And ZZ? No, because I play that when I'm really down in the dumps. You know, I'm a masochist. I don't want to play a good deck. You know, I don't want to beat off children in Expanded with a deck that has a 90% win rate against the meta. All right, so I have my own Monkey Dory. This is probably Grimmsnarl, because that'd be the most annoying. You were doing things and now you're not doing things. Ah, yes, the hallmark of a great player. They were doing things and then they stopped. Wait, is this going to be another win? No, we got to go hard on Sprigatito. Okay, that's interesting. I was not expecting that. So then we definitely just go Arven for TM Evolution now. So Poffin, TM Evolution. Go get, I guess, just double Toxel. Yeah? Do I have a Pecharunt? I do. So it is technically possible to get an Arbok powered up next turn. But again, I don't think they're here. Which is, you know, a slight problem in the whole wanting to beat people off. You know, it's better when they're paying attention. You don't want them to be absent-minded. That's how accidents happen. That's how they break like a carrot. All right. You want me to put a Wug Trio deck on For the Win TCG? For the Win's secret second channel where he shows feet? But as we talked about last stream, I tried Wug Trio. We went when Ignition Energy came out, and we never flipped heads. And just PTCGL is such a well-made game. You know, the developer just disappears all the time. They, you know, we tell them a million times, hey, you're, there we go. Oh, it's the Okie Dokie deck. Well, that's we're weak to fighting. We're not weak to grass. Okay. Yeah. Arbok is 6 wins. Do they realize they would have just completely won that entire game if they just stuck around and did the bare minimum? We're facing off against Volo. Undefeated, damn straight. Fun fact, so I talked about Volo when I was playing Legends Arceus. Turns out Volo doesn't do the thing until after you beat the game. It's the post-game where all the cool stuff happens. The pre-game isn't as good. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, did you play Reversal or Legacy or Prism or Luminous or any of those? What a hand. I Water for My Soul, that deserves a pin. Yeah, Never Gonna Let Me Down. It's possible. It works on special energy as well. Did you play Legacy? There you go. You're trying the San Juan Cerulege. Oh, Hole, Dig, and Shovel. And ZZ, well, to be fair, oh my, how are you this low in the rankings? You're playing a second place Japanese tournament winning deck. One of the reasons we thought it would have microtransactions is microtransactions are coded into the game. So if you didn't know, microtransactions are hard coded into PDCGL. But I think that's just like a requirement for most games that you submit. Okay, well, this is bad. Sure, I guess just a Toxel. And then we go Call for Family. And then we have to go for Toxel, Ekans. Actually, I should probably get Fez, right? Yeah, I guess I have to get Fez. So we're just going to hope they don't have bosses. And Leah, they probably don't know how to fix that. To be completely honest, they probably don't know how to fix that. Yeah, I made a video like 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, about how microtransactions were coded into the game and they were fairly decent. Or no, were they really bad or were they decent? I can't remember. I think they were just really weird or something. I don't know. But ZZ, when you make player unfriendly decisions, you can't be, surprised when the players are like, "Oh, you're going to charge us money." And then they didn't do it. We should be thankful. I would much rather. I've talked about this. They could easily make millions of money dollars from this game, very simply. And I'll explain that after I destroy them here. Yeah, I think they weren't horrible. All right, so let's go Arbok. Let's go Toxtricity, Binding Mochi. Let's just get all the things. We'll go flip the script. Hopefully this is a supporter. And there's a Zerosic. Press 1 for Airy, press 2 for Zerosic. Press 1 for Airy, 2 for Zerosic. And then I guess we just go... Oh, I don't have another Toxel. 1 for Airy. Oh, geez. Yeah, I guess I'll put the Ekans down. And then Monkey Dory. I will Sinister Surge. But yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. And so you wanted Aries. I bet you they have 0. I'm going to guess they have 0 items in that hand. They have a Night Stretcher. And they have a boss. They have a freaking bosses. So somebody's getting knocked out next turn. I don't quite know who it is. I can't remember if they had the thingy thing, though. All right, so we'll just put that there and then end turn. Hey, they would have kept the bosses either way. And Crabulon, yeah, it is a Mega Destroyer, but you have to only face Megas. That's the problem. And ZZ, we'll wait until you make sure you're subscribed to every popular Poketuber that is cold and likes Sawsbuck. Oh, they use Judge. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I've talked about this again. I've talked about it in the past. All they have to do to generate millions of dollars, every time there's a new set, charges $10, you get 4 copies of every card in the main set. So none of the full arts or secret rares or whatever. but $10 gets you the like battle pass or the battle whatever, and you get 4 copies of every card in the main set. I guess they're knocking out the monkey. That would just be, it's like I solved their problem for them. And ZZ, thank you. Like I solved, hey, how do you put microtransactions in this game? Very easily. You just $10 every time there's a new set, you get 4 copies of every card. It's literally that simple. It is not more complicated than that. All right, so I think I have to unfortunately... Oh no, this guy's gonna destroy my life. Actually, no, they're gonna have a 0-card hand. Okay, so this is perfect. Unless they top deck... if they top deck a freaking energy or a retreat card, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that tracks. We're like, yeah, that tracks. All right, so let's go... yeah, well, Fez. I don't want to put a Monkey Dory in play. That would be bad. But I also have to put a Pecharunt in play, which is also really bad. Okay, so we have lost. That's cool. So let's go Toxtricity. And Toxtricity, and then I guess I just get rid of Lilies and the energy and go for another Arbok, just so they can't even take a knockout next turn. I mean, I kind of want them to take a knockout, but it's a little late for that. Okay, Subjugating Chains, Alice in Chains, and then, yeah, we go Menacing Fangs. Hey, they had Unfair Stamp Force of Vitality. Yeah, imagine being able to use a post-rotation card in the post-rotation trainer trial, Leah. That's absurd. That's like a crab learning how to talk. That's crab-surd. Yeah, there's Oil Salvo. I do wish I had space for a Monkey Dory. That'd be great, but they would just knock it out. Okay, so they're going to knock out my Arbok with their Arbalova. I am going to do the thingy thing. So yeah, they're definitely setting up for knockouts here. There's a Xerosic. Great timing, Xerosic. What would I do without you? Okay, so... yeah, we'll attach to this guy. I think I Sinister Surge. But just, it's such an easy... oh, no. It's just such an easy thing, right? We'll go Menacing Fangs. All you do, $10 every time there's a battle pass. And you get 4 copies of every card. None of the ultra rare stuff. You got to pay extra for that. You make millions of dollars and you can actually make the game work. It's so... like, I don't understand why this game does not make money. It makes no sense to me why they do not make money. Okay, so I lose this game if I don't knock out this Teal Mask Ogerpon this turn. And I probably still lose this game because they have a backup Teal Mask. Oh yeah, they already have a backup Teal Mask Ogerpon, so that's game. It's almost like fast stage 1s are better. It's almost, oh my god. Okay, chill, bro, chill. We get it, you have a better deck than me. We get it, your deck is better than mine. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, oh yeah, you can't use Energy Search or Pokemon Catcher or Crushing Hammer or any of the cards that actually make sense. All right, so we have to attach to the monkey. I have to Ultra Ball, doesn't matter. And then, sure, again, doesn't matter what I get. And then I Judge. Probably should have stamped first, but I mean, whatever. Wow, that is a horrible, horrible thing. But if we get a Super Rod, we're fine. We get a Super Rod, we are fine, and we got everything we needed. We're fine. Everything's fine. We go Super Rod, 3 energy back in. And then I do take a knockout, which is a slight problem. But I can put the Artisan into play. We can Earthen Vessel this thing. Oh, but they're already doubled with Meganium. So I don't even stand any semblance of a chance here. So why did I even do all that? I also put energy into my hand when I shouldn't have done that. And I can't even knock this out, right? So I'm doing 150. Oh, this is a terrible deck. This is a terrible, terrible deck. And ZZ, they can't even get expanded right. They can't even get trainer trials right. All right, let's every deck I've played today has been terrible, so let's keep that train rolling. Let's just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, Caddy, you're done. And Leah, yeah, I'm heavily contemplating uninstalling Pocket on my phone at the very least. And then I'll just use it on like my computer every once in a while because I have 4,000 hour glasses. Right? That's enough for 4 sets to open 100 packs each. It doesn't seem worth it to keep going. Right? I don't have any immediate plans to play it on stream. I'm not enjoying it. It's not fun. They're not even putting any work into it anymore. They're just using art from the main game. What a great start. What a great start with my Ursaluna that I hope gets knocked out. Yeah, it's like oh, is this going to be a Ninetales EX deck? Or is this going to be the Ninetales that discards the top card of your deck and you punch yourself in the balls? All right, let's go Rock Throw. And we'll just get another Glimmet, I guess. I don't think I have any way of retreating. Oh, I have a switch. Oh, smart Pass Pilot. Pass Pilot's a freaking genius, baby. Putting a switch in the old Deckaroony. Single grace decision. Well, I just, I'd still play it. I just wouldn't, I'd remember to open it on my computer. I don't know what they're playing. When I don't have fun, the viewers have fun. Yeah, when I get mentally challenged, the viewers enjoy themselves. Yeah, so what decks do I even have left? I have to check my Rolodex. I have to check my Rolodex. To see what's left. Because obviously we're doing a Sprigatito stream one of those days. But is there any other decks that you really want me to play before rotation? Like, everyone throw out your favorites. I'm playing Sprigatito, so don't all say, oh, I gotta play Sprigatito. No, I'm playing Sprigatito. That is known. You do not need to say, oh, Sprigatito, pilot. Oh, Sprigatito, I didn't play this. Where's the Sprigatito? No, I already played Among Us. That was your Christmas present. That was literally your freaking Christmas present, okay? Yeah, see, I'm glad someone's paying attention. All right, I did have to attach to the Ursaluna just, maybe if they don't do anything for 7 turns, I can get it powered up. I mean, I don't mind manually attaching to it, because if you recall, Glamora, they can't take a prize for it. So you want me to play the Skeledirge that discards the energy? No, Grebulon, if I don't care. Mad Panda, thank you for the sub. 19 months. That's more than a year and a half of your life that you've spent giving me money. And Prodigy, how dare you? No, that is the most disrespectful thing anyone has ever said to me, and I will never forgive you for it. All right, let's go get another Glamora. I know Prodigy's just being a butt sniffer. They know my pain. All right, so let's go Poffin for, just double Glimmet, I guess. And I guess I could retreat and take the knockout, and that'd be funny. But I'm gonna not do anything until I get a switch. And yeah, it's so stupid what they're doing to ancient and future Pokemon. I think this is what I said when it first happened, is they're gonna be split up because they released in 2 separate blocks. Skeledirge EX. I'll write down Blastoise EX. Maybe we'll have like an EX stream do an EX stream on Tuesday. So it'll be like Skeletor GX, Blastoise EX. What else is there? And all Kangaskhan? Yeah, put every single Kangaskhan in there. I can put Kangaskhan. What the hell? A Kofu deck? Kofu's not rotating though. Right? Kofu, I don't think Kofu's rotating. There's a Darkness Energy, a little late for that. And then we'll put Glamora EX into play because it's funny. Gardevoir, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Hey, we got the switch. Okay, so I can switch into Badoo. I do want them to take the knockout because that'll make things funny. And that'll open up a space for Monkey Dory. So let's go... how many? You have a 3 retreat. Why do you have a 3 retreat cost? That makes absolutely no sense. I'll put a Luminous on you just because. Why does everyone in this deck have a 3? Why does Glamora have a 3 retreat cost? Glamora has a higher retreat cost than like Mega Kang. I don't know what Mega Kang translates through. Whatever. It should not have a 3 retreat cost. That is wild. I know it's 100 pounds, but that is still wild. Not Team Star Grunt. And Miles, hey, don't you bring logic into this conversation. Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for EXs to play, Superior EX? What? Is that, wait. Superior. Yeah, that's not rotating. How dare you? Did they just play Rhyme? All right, fine. I'm going to assume you don't got it like that. No, I'll just promote this guy because we'll get an energy. Melmetal EX. The problem with Melmetal is that I tried it and it's just too not good. And yeah, here's Ninetales EX. It's not. I mean, I guess I'll write that down as well since it is an EX that's rotating. And you just play Judge or something, and it's it exists. So there you go. They got Ninetales EX, and they're playing Rhyme. And for some reason, they have this Bouffalante. I don't know why they have this Bouffalante, but this is what happens in the 1300s. Gouging Fire. Ooh, VIP. There you go. And Never Don't Me Down. But how do I use that? Hole Digging Shovel is the same thing. Gouging Fire EX. Ah, I can't take a prize, bro. Get absolutely wrecked, nerd. Yeah, I called you a nerd. You nerd. All right, so we go fighting on... Yeah, I guess we go Pecharunt down. Pecharunt down. I'm going to attack with the EX Glamora. We'll put an Air Balloon on you. Lilies. And then there's a Perilous Jungle, which is good. Okay, things are looking great. And then... Oh, yeah, we have to wait for them to do the thing. But I was looking at the Great Tusk and like, oh, how can that help like the Rabska deck that does 240 for 1 or the Wo Chien that spreads things, but we're getting Hole Digging Shovel. And oh yeah, I do have the Iron Thorns deck. Gouging Fire isn't rotating, but Professor Sada is. So that does technically qualify for a rotating deck. Sada's is leaving, so it technically qualifies. And then, of course, they just have the immediate bump. What am I, a volleyball? Because you just immediately bumped it. Yeah, I want to make that stupid Iron Thorns deck, the future Iron Thorns deck, work. But I don't think that's possible. And they're playing the wrong Reshiram, by the way. It's the other Reshiram that's good, not this one. Not the Journey Together one from a starter deck. It's the other one from Black Boulder, White Flare, whatever. Walking Wake. Oh, yeah, Walking Wake. So I'll take a look at all of them. And Zeus, well, don't forget, I'm streaming technically an hour. Oh, my God. Yeah, Zerosic or Judge, your choice. You can't be relying on Unfair Stamp. So if you don't know, Rhyme is draw 3 and repel. Oh, God, it's draw 3 and a repel, because of course it is. Yeah, so depending on where you live, I am technically streaming an hour earlier, even though it's just daylight savings. But there you go. And don't you love how the cards still bounce up and down, making it harder to read them? I love that they've never changed that. You know, never change PDC GL Dev. Why would, you know, as it... Exactly, so broken. Nemona and Repel is the most broken combo. You know, you have to assume that the PDC GL Dev has like an eye problem, where it's like, oh, the card's moving up and down. Don't your eyes normally judder back and forth up and down all the time? Mine do. Looks fine for me. No, I'm not playing mouse hold. No, bad. It has to be semi-viable. It has to somewhat work. It has to maybe be a thing. All right, well, I guess I just go up with Glamora again. Hope that I... Actually, no, yeah, I'll just... Why did they use Scorching Fire? Did they not know that Firewing was enough? They used Scorching Fire. No, I'm admitting that I got paid to play it. There's a difference. And I love that. All right, so Poké Pad for the monkey. And, I mean, they can't knock out my Glamora, which is kind of hilarious. So I think what I do is we go 1, 2, 3. We'll knock out the Ninetales with Monkey Dory pings. Oh, all right, Battle Cage. Forgot about that. Doesn't matter. And never gonna let me down. If you go back about 2 years ago, I have a video on Cloth. I was the only one to play it. And there was a reason for that. But we're getting the new Turtonator, which is a problem because the new Turtonator is just Cloth EX. So it's kind of unfortunate that we're getting a better Cloth EX that's a single prizer. And the problem with Cloth EX is that it has a horrible attack. I think it's 100 base, and then it's a coin flip to do 80 more. I never let me down. Yeah, Cloth EX, I made a video on that. It was more fun than I thought, but it is still not good. So Cloth is, if they hit into you, you discard an energy from their active. The problem is that it only has 220 hit points and the attack is horrible. Wigglytuff? Hey, there's a good one. Yeah, so Wigglytuff, and you can play the baby Wigglytuff to accelerate energy. And I can play like Hero's Cape and stuff. Hero's Cape plus Monkey Dory or something. I'll just write Monkey Dory. All right, so we're knocking out the Reshiram. Meowscream. No, I will be swearing off grass types. And the round deck, yeah, I think that's what caused me to leave forever. I think that's what caused me to leave the game forever. Okay, so I guess I just heal off the active because the stupid battle cage is sticking. And we go, yeah, we'll just go Poisonous Gem, take the knockout. Yeah, I think that might have been the last deck I played before I quit forever. No, Oreo? No. Bad Oreo. Bad. There is not enough energy acceleration to make it work. Monkey Dory EX? Oh, no, you didn't. The ability name is Oh, no, you don't. But I changed it to Oh, no, you didn't. To make it seem like that. Oh, no, you didn't. All right, so for the rest of the game, Glamora EX will not see the field. It's just going to be baby Glamora. Remember, if it's knocked out, no matter where it's knocked out, they can't take... Is that a medical energy? Are you kidding me? I mean, it doesn't matter because I... Oh, no, I'm 10 damage short because I wasted that one turn. Wait, what's happening? Wait, what? Oh, so medical energy breaks the game. I remember this happening before. Medical energy breaks PDCGL. Because this has happened before. So medical energy is broken. And the reason nobody has noticed it is because nobody plays medical energy. But yeah, I remember this happening like a month ago. Is medical energy breaks the game because PDCGL is a well-made game. Yeah, what doesn't break the game? Well, Medical Energy is just kind of hanging out here. The most broken card in the game. Medical Energy is the most broken card in the game. You can't disprove that. And Oreo, I mean, I'm excited to play Doublade. I don't really want to go back and play Aegislash. Yeah, Medical Energy breaking the game is quite ironic. And moronic. All right, so let's get rid... Actually, we'll just... yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go... Iono, because we have a knockout on the Zard whenever we want with Ursaluna. And there's a Perilous Jungle. That's really good. So then we go Retreat. Glimmora. And I don't think I do anything right now. I think I just go... Attach the Prism to the Glimmora, and then we go Poison Petals. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. Don't you mean the World Baseball Classic tonight with the USA versus Canada, where hopefully the mercy rule is still in effect so Canada doesn't get too embarrassed? Hopefully so we don't lose 20-0. Don't you mean the WBC, the World Baseball Classic? But yeah, it's definitely ironic that Medical Energy breaks the game. And yeah, if you forget, you put 6 damage counters instead of 1. Alicia's Appeal. A freaking Lycia's Appeal. Why? Don't go for my Ursaluna. That's just mean. They went for Pecharunt. I would not have gone for Pecharunt. Hey, when have you ever seen that number? You're going to see it with Mega Dragalogy, but when's the last time you've ever seen a 13 on a poison? I honestly can't say I've ever seen that before, and they definitely don't realize what's about to happen. They definitely have no idea what's about to happen. Because the Ninetales is still poison. And you won't be able to make money betting on it. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we win the game as long as I don't... hey, the Medical Energy is gone. We're saved. So yeah, Pernicious Poison, you're going to see a 16. Well, Buttered Toes. Okay, so Experience Share, De-Evolution. We actually don't want to use De-Evolution. Let's play with our Rod and have Experience Share. So I guess, yeah, we'll go Experience Share on you. Air Balloon on you. Play with our Rod. Go and get, yeah, just all the things. All the things. Oh yeah, Toxtricity. I forgot about Toxtricity EX. That's a good idea. All right, and actually, I'll just, we'll hold it. I'll attach to this guy. We'll go Poison Petals. And then I'm pretty sure they're just knocked out by the Ursaluna. And if they target the Ursaluna, then I think I lose. But I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, Toxtricity EX is funny. And I guess Hoopa EX is also kind of funny. So I'll write Hoopa EX. Hoopa EX, Toxtricity EX. So we definitely have enough EXs for a stream. And even though I make fun of Brout, I do have the Brout emote. Oh my god, they got Dust Ball. But I refuse to put the Gekwa emote on the... Oh, what is with everyone playing? Why is everyone playing Zangoose all of a sudden? And also, do you notice how the poison is on top of the damage counter because PTCGL is a well-made game? Copperaja. I did play Copperaja semi-recently, Suplex. So I won't play that one. Like, not semi-recently, but I did play it like 2 years ago. But yeah, it was Copperaja with Monkey Dory. It was fun, but I don't think it holds up in these times. Oh my goodness. They actually know what they're doing. That's unfortunate. So Zeus, the 16 damage counters stay unless they switch, retreat, or evolve. I don't think anything's surviving in evolution, but switch, retreat, and evolve breaks it. Otherwise, the 16 always stay there. All right, well, let's go Glimmora and Pecharunt. And then, yeah, we just attach the fighting to the Pecharunt. I will Arven for whatever's left. De-Evolution and Counter Catcher. Hang on. Yeah, we can counter catcher. I didn't even know I had that available to me. Okay, so that's a rare candy. That's a Charmeleon. But I can definitely devolve for game here. Oh, it's a Prism Energy. I thought it was a Luminous. That's my bad. Matt Clayton, I'm not that desperate. I'm not that desperate. Yeah, so Pernicious Poison, the 16 damage counters will always stay there. So you play Roxy's Performance, so they can't retreat. Most people will only play like one switch or something. So it's very fun. And do we think they have, I mean, they've only played another, okay, we're going to see. Does Medical Energy break the game every time? It does not. So unless is it when I click on it? Medical Energy does not break the game, confirmed. Just only sometimes. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for Dragalogy, but obviously Greninja is the better card. You know, it's the much better card, unfortunately. So believe it or not, it actually makes more sense to not de-evolution them. I know they're going to retreat, but we still have a chance. Are there any fun partners? Well, Dragapult's #1, Mega Starmie's #2 right now in Japan, but that's after one day. Yeah, Jet Energy, Turo, and Penny all rotate. How about get his cousin Salazzle? Yeah. All right, so if they don't take a knockout this turn, then I think I have to go for the de-evolution play. I mean, there's really no other... And they had the bosses for game. And they had the bosses for game. They're playing Lycia and Rhyme and all this stuff, but then they just have double bosses at the end of the game. All right, that's just mean. And then she farted on me. That is the ultimate BM. All right, Glamora, I believe in you. You know, we're going to end this ladder at 1,500. I guarantee you, after Sprigatito, we're going to be in the 1,500s. And Kaidot, I know you weren't here for me explaining the rules, but you have to be subbed to say a bad word. You know, this is Family Friendly Friday. Oh, did I just give a shout out? I meant to time it. My bad. Is it pro streamer here? Pro streamer. I'm a pro streamer. Absolute pro streamer. You know, that's what you call going on autopilot. Pro streamer. You know, I went to Streamer University hosted by Mr. Beast. Or it might have been his brother. Mr. Bro. That's a worse name than Brout. Imagine getting $1 million to make a YouTube channel and you're like, hey, what should I name it? Mr. Bro. Not Mr. Beast brother or anything, or, you know, the dude who does the thing. Nah, Mr. Bro. Am I going first or second? I decided to go second. Then damn straight we're going second, baby. I know, you know, other boomers would fail. Oh, God. Shout out, sub, yeah, shout out, sub ban. Oh, man. Pro streamer. All right, so, wait, I'm literally in the, like, bottom of the 1300s and we're facing a blinged out Dragapult? Okay, I guess just the Ultra Ball is blinged out, but that's, okay. Well, the good news is we know they have the thing, and we know that they can't do the thing, so that's really good. All right, so let's go and get double fighting, and then we're going to Ascension. Watch me draw into all of my Glamora here. Wouldn't that be hilarious if we just drew into all of the Glamora? You know, Glamora is my favorite Guardian of the Galaxy. All right, so there we go. Iono, we're going to get Glamora because that's going to be the funny thing that'll happen, and I'll hate my life. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, so we go Monkey Down, Pecharunt, Ascension. So the question is, do I go for the EX just so it doesn't get knocked out? Or do I just hope they don't have Energy Rare Candy Dragapult when we know for sure they're going to have Energy Rare Candy Dragapult? And Oreo, thank you for the suggestion, but I think we're good because I don't want to go too crazy. I already have like a big list of, okay, well, that's good. They didn't do anything. They didn't attach an energy or anything. I don't see a Rare Candy Dragapult. We're in a decent position now. We're doing baby pose. And yeah, did you know that there's another Milotic that's terrible? Did you know that it's not just the Garchomp and the Roserade and Spiritomb? There's actually a Milotic? All right, they just hit me with Petty Grudge. Wait, they didn't even get a Dracloak after all that? All right, well, it sucks to be you. All right, so that's another one. And then we have a basic energy, which is really good. Unfortunately, I have a 40 hit point limit, but that should be okay. We should be fine. We'll be okie dokie. All right, and yeah, I guess we heal off the damage. I can put one on this guy, because remember, we have Perilous Jungle, and Fezandipiti won't activate, so that's really cool. And I know they can just overload with the Dragapult, but they're not going to get a Dragapult this turn. That would never happen. PDCGL would never do that to me. So I think, I mean, again, check the Discord. Make sure you're on the Discord. YouTube audience, manually type in this link if you're on the YouTube, or just come over to Twitch just to get this link. There's the Discord, because I'm too lazy to put it in the YouTube chat because my computer will start screaming at me. But I'll post on the Discord what the schedule is. Dragapult was bricking for them also. Well, ironically, that gets me bricked up when Dragapult bricks. You know, maybe they changed the RNG on PTCGL. Maybe they made a deal with the Pokemon Devil, which is Giratina. And fun fact, even if they evolve into Dracloak, I still knock them out with Perilous Jungle. And yeah, well, there you go. See, I'm not lazy. I'm a visionary. Do you think they rage quit after Lilies for nothing and then Lilies for nothing? And Zeus, oh man, beating off a Dragapult player is great. And Oreo, thank you. Hopefully you get some extra cream filling tonight. All right, so let's... I guess I attached to... I mean, I would like to get the Glamora. Yeah. Oh, okay, never mind. We don't have another baby Glamora. Then I will attach to you just as a safety precaution. Hey, we got the EX. All right, this will be funny. If they aren't paying attention, this will be hilarious. But I think they probably conceded or they rage quit because they hate life. Because I'm going to beat a Dragapult deck with a Glamora deck, and that's hilarious. But, like, tentatively, Monday would be Sprigatito, just so I can get it out of the way, so I don't have to worry. Because I promised you Sprigatito, and, like, wait, did I use that joke in the last video? Like, the pizza delivery guy in the movie I watched last night, I'm going to deliver, and with extra sausage, I will deliver you Sprigatito. I will deliver you Harry Potter. Yeah, again, this is like the third rage quit. This is like the third rage quit we've experienced today. And this one feels the best. So that's 7 wins. What's the prediction? So the next game is going to determine if it's 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. Yeah, PDCGL is just a well-made game. And it's Frosted Caribou, by the way. If you're wondering who that big YouTuber is, it's Frosted Caribou. she did tweet about it, so I'm not, you know, spoiling anything. Frosted Caribou did tweet about it, that there's a big thing coming out, and it's the big project that I talked about, so hopefully it's coming out this week. That'd be really cool. You know, of course, YouTube probably won't recommend. It'll be hilarious if Frosted Caribou posts the video all about TCG Live, and then I don't even get notified about it. Because remember how I talked about how I subbed to all those channels just to build up my sub count years ago? Well, I am subbed to Frosted Caribou, but you just know I just know that it's not going to recommend me the video when it comes out. But I'm excited. Apparently it's going to be a movie, and apparently I'm going to be in it. I didn't do anything. Let me be clear. I didn't do anything, but apparently something of mine is going to be featured in there, and that's a little concerning. And I hope she mentions, you know, this is what happens when you play this game for 4 years. You know, you might start out your first week loving the game with all the free stuff, and then hard cuts to me talking about like any 5-minute clip of me talking. And it's like, and then this is what happens to your brain after 4 years of TCG Live. Trust Your Pilot was a normal person before, and then he played TCG Live. This is a cautionary tale of one streamer against the world. It is called Water for My Feet. Yeah, there you go. Pokemon TCG Live, a cautionary tale. Pilot's Requiem. And 4 Wet Lights, hey, they did that. Do you want to know something funny? That's why they had to increase the thumbnail from 2 megabytes to 50 megabytes, is so they could fit it in all its glory. So if you start randomly noticing higher quality thumbnails on YouTube videos, it's because they increase them from 2 megabytes to 50 megabytes. They need to show the dev. Yeah, it's not like I have a playlist of ooh, they're gonna have a mist energy though. So I can't win because they're gonna have, if they attach a mist energy, I lose. And also I'm weak to grass. So looks like we're getting 6 wins. And Leah, Clamburglar wishes. Clamburglar wishes he could tell a joke that good. And then they just, hey, we're facing Ascension with Ascension. The worst God of War game until Sons of Sparta came out. All right, so let's go Buddy-Buddy Poffin for double Glimmet. And then Pecharunt down, because I can't poison them unless I can poison them really quickly. So if they get a mist energy, we're absolutely screwed. If they can't get a mist energy, we have a slight chance of winning. That is literally our only hope, is if they don't get mist energy. If they have mist energy, we lose, and then I just concede, and then we end with 7 wins. But if they forgot to put mist energy or they prized it, then we have a chancey. Though I guess I could use Monkey Dory and Baby Blood Moon. And Moondust. I live in Canada, so that's not really a thing. I live in Canada, so that's not really a thing here. And do you mean this emote? I know, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Do you mean this emote? That's just an animation from Pokemon Stadium. Nothing cursed about that. That's just an animation from an official game. All right, so there's Perilous Jungle, and then we definitely want to have Monkey Dory with the thing. So if they don't retreat, their Crustal's knocked out. And Water for My Soul, thank you for losing your V card to me. I appreciate it. So they can knock out my Glimmet. Oh, that's not a mist. That's not a mist. That's a Prism, which is also not what they need. I mean, it counts as a colorless. Petrol. Are they playing a post-rotation build? I think this might be a post-rotation build. Yeah, it's definitely a post-rotation build. And we just win. Oh, the Rocket. No, the Beedrill one's great. And Water for My Soul, thank you. I think we just win because I just knock out their Crustal and I make them Bustle. And there's a Lilies. So we definitely just attach to the Glimmet. And then as long as I get a Glamora, we win. And we got Poké Pad, such a powerful card. You know, you can't tell me they're lowering the power level of cards when they give us Poké Pad and Telepathic Psychic Energy. Oh no, they're definitely lowering the power level of cards. You sure about that? You sure about that? Because we did get Poké Pad, which just gets anything. Why is Poké Pad J-Block? Because Ascended Heroes makes no sense. Ascended Heroes was like a half and half set that makes no sense. Did they also rage quit or something? But yeah, if they can't find Mist Energy, we do win, and I can also kind of prep a Blood Moon or Saluna. But yeah, so you have to remember, Ascended Heroes was an I and J block set. And what isn't that the one where Clefable's being thick? And oh, they didn't get the kits. That's unfortunate. But hey, look on the bright side. You probably would have gotten a superior kit which doesn't have Poké Pad. So hey, look on the bright side. You probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway. But I think it's so hilarious that people spent $13 on Poké Pad, and then it's in the pre-release kits, and it's also just in the new set. I just think that's absolutely hilarious. All right, so let's go Poison Petals. And I think PDC GL is just dead right now. Yeah, that's also a thing. So I've noticed a major uptick in people reporting issues with the game this past week. Because if you'll recall, like 2 years ago, okay, they are here. So like 2 years ago, they had to do maintenance literally every week. Because after 4 or 5 days, not 6 or 7, but after about 4 or 5 days, the game would just break. And matchmaking would no longer work, because PDC GL is a well-made game. So they had to do maintenance literally every week because it would break after 4 or 5 days. And that's probably just what's happening again. Because again, PDC, boom, there you go. That's 8 wins today. Yeah, if they had Mist Energy, we win. They did not have Mist Energy. Glamora was the best deck that I played today. Hey, if pee in your pants is cool, you can call me Miles Davis. And water for my soul, because you met in an insane asylum? All right, so let's go. Let's raid Sunny. Even though Sunny's playing Pokopia. Everyone say L Sunny. Where PDC GL? So everyone say L Sunny. We want PDC GL. That's the raid message. All right, so... L Sunny, we want PDC GL. So I'll see you all. I mean, I'm going to be posting 2 videos this weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. But then Monday, Sprigatito Day. Get ready. And I probably should have ended the YouTube stream earlier. It's too late.